Nothing I like more than a nice fucking big boob.
with a
Yeah.
boobs with nipples.
Oh
That's what I
my
like.
god! When I
when
see
they're round
when
and
I
they're
see a
big.
butt, I'm just like, fuck! I love butts.
Just wanna butt fuck.
Yeah.
Just wanna fuck those
Oh, they're
boobs.
like,
Are you ready for
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's KFC and Feidelberg. We are here to fuck around, and we are coming to Nashville
yeah.
for the Nashville.
I almost
comedy.
said howdy, and that would have been lame. So
That
thank
would-
God I didn't.
nobody would come.
I just said yeah.
Nobody would have showed
Guess
up.
what? I'm fucking excited to go
But
to
also the
Nashville.
fact that you admitted you were going to say howdy almost kind of just kills it anyway. So.
Yeah. Howdy, y'all.
No!
We're coming to Nashville.
No! No!
Coming through your city like a bachelorette party with chlamydia.
They even talk like that in Nashville?
I don't think so. No, they're all from Boston.
I was going to say, Nashville's like a fucking... Nashville and Austin are just
Hey,
like San
pocket
Francisco.
car in Nashville yacht is...
Stop it. We're going to lose all of our tickets from Boston and no one's going to buy in Nashville. You're ruining all of our appeal in all the cities across America.
The John Feidelberg effect.
We are coming to Nashville for the Nashville Comedy Festival. We just did the New York City Festival. Now we're coming to Nashville. So we will be there Thursday, April 21st, 7 p.m. show at Zany's in Nashville. It's only 270 seats, so these should fly. We are...
Yeehaw!
Never mind. They will be available for many, many months to come. This will probably have to get canceled because nobody will buy it.
Oh, COVID-20 came. I do like every time we announce the show, we do have that in the back pocket in case no one buys tickets.
COVID shut it
Oh,
down.
we're not gonna be a super spreader event.
We could only have 100 people there. It was, we had to shut it down.
If we cancel a show, we're gonna say it's because of COVID. It's because no one bought tickets.
And it's because of you right now. We are sandwiched in between like Bert Kreischer, Bill Burr, and Tom Segura.
Yeah,
so make a weekend of it.
So we don't blame you for not coming.
I was going to say, if you only have enough money to buy one ticket, it's probably not ours. And I don't blame you. Go to the other shows. But if you got extra money to spend and you want a break from like real comedy and you want to just come for some fuckery,
Yeah.
come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. See, I feel like Suge Knight in that video. You know what I'm talking about? You probably don't. You know what I'm talking about, Suge Knight?
You don't want to be producers. And
Yeah,
I know.
You want to go to a comedy show where they just stand there for a half hour, an hour, and tell really, really good jokes? You go see them.
Tell
You wanna-
jokes that they've worked on and honed a craft. Make
Make sure they're really, really good.
and they're topical and punched up. Or you want to come, around with the boys.
You want to drink milk on stage with the boys. Come see KFC Radio Live. They are on sale at Zany's of Nashville or all of our social media at KFC Radio. Tickets are available now. Hopefully they go quick, and if not, it's because of COVID.
God damn it, Fauci! Enough of the regulations! Jackie, how you gonna fuck up today?
It's been a week. It's been a week for the KFC Radio kids. We've got the Taylor Tomlinson event. We've got the we got the podcast where there was just like 5 different conversations going on at once. And what was the third thing? You guys fucked something else up as well.
Probably.
There's definitely a third thing. Oh yeah, we fucked up everything with Colin. His name, his hometown.
What about Mick
Have a
Coley?
week.
What?
Mick Coley.
What?
There was some. Right.
Oh, are you just throwing someone else under the bus right now?
Right under.
Wow.
There was something called out yesterday. The promo for Coley's Behind the Blog was Mick Coley, not Coley Mick. Yeah. Way to go, Jackie. Just
Right under the bus.
God
Right
Never
damn,
be in a
not someone to be in a
foxhole with
yeah.
I said the amount of
Remember
pranks we're
Mick
going to
Coley?
have to pull this week is astounding.
I didn't know that one. That might have been the biggest mistake of all, just throwing your fellow podcast member right down the
That's not a
hole.
mistake. I mean, maybe that was an accident.
Yeah,
all the other ones.
that
are Coley
one's not
Mick.
nearly as bad, but
Yeah.
that was funny that you were. What about him? What about that?
Zach's gay.
Oh, man.
I'm in a good mood today.
Which is funny because you have these moments where it's like a look in the mirror moment where you realize, and it's one we've known for a long time, but certain things happen on the internet where I'm like, really, this is it, huh? I mean, maybe 70,000 people sent me the suicide pod from Switzerland.
Hands down, our most shared topic.
I mean,
1 minute ago, another person just sent it to me. Somebody that works here for KFCR.
non-stop. There's in Switzerland or what's the other one?
Switzerland, I believe.
Switzerland. What's the other? I always confuse.
What's the other
that.
worthless
Sweden.
country?
Yeah.
Sweden.
They have a euthanasia suicide pod. It looks like a little spaceship. Looks like the thing that fucking Superman showed up in. You go inside of it. It doesn't sound.
I'm trying. I actually haven't read it yet.
It says the description is good. You go inside of it and it just sucks the oxygen out. And it says that you get like a lightheaded, euphoric feeling before dying, but that just sounds like suffocation to me.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound enjoyable at all. It's like, hey, put this bag over your head. You know,
Well, it's like that game we
if
used
it's
to do when we were
fast-
kids, where you choke yourself out and try to come.
Well, that's what I said. So if I went in the pod, I would just jerk off. I'm sure they didn't think that through. They're gonna be like, okay, head in there with your stage 4 cancer and like. You had a good life.
Oh, do you have to have like some kind of qualification?
We'll talk about
Is
that
it
in a
like getting
minute.
the booster shot early?
I think so.
You gotta have asthma.
Well, that's what I did. But I'm sure they're thinking that, like, oh, this person who's terminal, or this person who, has like, this horrible disfigurement, whatever. They're gonna put them in the pod.
Dude, you put those together.
Yeah.
This person who has stage 4 terminal cancer and this person who stubbed their toe.
No. Disfigured.
Yeah. No, this person who had their husband throw acid on them.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, you don't want to live. They're going to close that pod up, and they're going to push their button, and it's going to be like, tss, and they're going to be like, all right, open it up and get that dead body out, and there's just going to be cum everywhere. I'm telling you, they didn't think this through. If you're telling me that you're going to cut off my oxygen supply, the next step I'm thinking is I'm going to try to come before that happens. So be on the lookout.
Fire
suicide.
one more out.
Yeah. This is like suicide by autoerotic asphyxiation. Shout out David Carradine.
That caught on, and you like the coroner who signed up thinking this would be easy. He's like he's a medical examiner in town in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Over in Bethlehem, and it's a popular town in Switzerland.
Sure, I'm sure it is. No,
definitely is. No. And he's he's tired. In Bethlehem, there is a swath of suicides.
Gotta be.
People can't stop. There's this one like very iconic building that people keep
jumping off,
and he's like, I'm tired of scraping, of shoveling bodies off. And then this thing comes around. And he's like, oh, I'll sign up for that one.
This will be easy peasy.
No problem at all.
Come everywhere.
Done deal. The first guy to go is Kevin Francis Clancy. Leaves a fat load that hit an air conditioner in any hotel room, and then he catches on. Word spreads around town through all the who's in Whoville, and they're like, dude, the biggest fucking load you'll ever shoot
right
before you die. You poop yourself too, but you fire off a huge fucking load.
I could see the word spreads, and everybody in Bethlehem is like, have you heard about the jerk off machine? He's like, it's not a masturbation machine. It's a suicide pod. Oh, I gotta get tickets to the jerk off pod. That's not what it is.
And this guy's got to fucking carry out every cummy body. And he's like, I wish they were just jumping off buildings.
I feel
At least
like-
then I got to use a shovel.
I mean, if you're smart about this, which I'd imagine the scientists and the engineers who came up with this are, I would imagine when I was living in Murray Hill, I had a washer and dryer all in one machine.
Yo, I know these.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It took 9 hours.
They put two things together, neither of them work.
Yeah, yes. Took 9 hours, but it was like, okay, it's done. We're going to drain the water, and then it's just going to start the dry cycle. I would imagine there's a suicide and disposal in one.
Yeah, just,
Like you push the button, it sucks the air out. You push the other button, and it's a garbage disposal. And it just grinds you up and sends you out of here.
I was thinking it just drops into earth and the dark earth, but I like it better. You kind of ground up.
Yeah, maybe like grind you up, and then I like a little trap door, and it just falls into the earth.
Yeah.
And you give people an urn that's like, yeah, here are the remains. It's really
Here's
fucking
all their
not.
teeth. we don't want the
that.
teeth going in the garbage disposal.
Here's Grandpa. Here's his cum and his teeth. Go on a funeral.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
But I wonder. That was my question. If there needs to be if you just show up there with, however much money it costs, maybe they make it really expensive. There's got to be something that stops just like the average Joe who's having a bad day from signing up for suicide.
I don't know, man. I think it's more calling everyone in the world
Pussies like
like,
prove it.
like this was invented for us.
You got mental health
to
issues?
be like, oh yeah,
Prove
you little
it.
bitch, here you go, cash on the table.
Put your money where your mouth is.
You really want to fucking do this shit? Though I didn't need this, but it is like, there are those times where you had,
Finish it. Just finish
there are
it.
those times you have those showers where you're like, oof, it's like if I had a gun in the house, this shower would be messier. But you don't get the gun.
Right.
And so
Right.
this is like, but like now everyone's got a gun. Now
It's a communal gun.
yeah, now Switzerland's like, hey, KFC radio, you queers.
Come on
you want to
down.
actually die?
Yeah.
Fucking
Stop fucking crying about it on a podcast
Yeah.
for 3 hours twice a week and fucking do it.
You want to have a wild ass live event?
Yeah.
Here's a quote.
Wow, imagine that.
Here's a quote. The machine can be towed anywhere for the death.
Dude, what if we had someone...
That's a doctor. That's
What
a
if we
quote
went
from
to
Dr.
Switzerland and we had
Philip
someone
Nietzsche.
kill themselves live on stage?
Oh,
I'll be honest, that scares me too much. I'm out on that.
what?
I don't think I'd like that.
I don't think I like it either, but I think it gets some fucking eyes.
I think we'd sell more than 270 tickets.
Let's call Logan real quick. See what it's like. See if he could go back in time. What's Logan think about that move? But I'm just gonna fuck. Cause I haven't read this yet, so I'm gonna fire through it quickly. We'll make our comments. A coffin-like capsule that allows people to end their life could be used in Switzerland for next year. Its creators say. The Sarco Suicide Pod allows a user to lie down and activate the process themselves. Nope, can't do it. Within a matter of minutes. Individuals are asked a series of questions before they can press. Oh, I'd pussy out.
Yeah.
Before they can press a button, which brings oxygen to a critical level. Nitrogen fills a 3D printed device. Quicker, they couldn't get any humans to make it. They're like, you're gonna do what with this? Right. No, you fucking psychopath. Fine, we'll have the robots do it. quickly bringing oxygen down from 21% to only 1% in about 30 seconds. Or you can just get COVID. Get your oxygen levels real nice and low. Not come to our show. A disorientated and euphoric feeling then follows before they eventually lose consciousness. Death takes place due to hypoxia, low oxygen in the body's tissues, and hypocapnia, reduced carbon dioxide in the blood, followed by a critical oxygen and carbon dioxide deprivation. Dr. Philip Nietzsche, whose Exit International organization came up with the capsule. Bro, imagine your
Exit International.
Exit
is the name?
International.
I would call it the Irish goodbye. I wish that some Irish engineers made this and it was called the Irish goodbye.
You can get the Irish goodbye. It's a little cheaper. It's a handgun and a bottle of Jameson.
Oh my god.
It says there's no panic, no choking feeling. The machine can be towed anywhere for the death, he said. It can be an
Dude, could you imagine just showing up with your suicide pod, just pulling it like a little rolling suitcase? I'm here with my death machine.
What if I chose like the subway on 33rd and 6th?
Bring it here.
Steve here? Steve, he's like, just finish my chicken ranch real quick.
Open up.
Everyone in there is like screaming, like, no. You're smiling.
See ya.
Yeah. Oh, have fun explaining this one.
You know who would
the
do
kid's
this?
over a $5 foot long.
This is basically David Blaine did this at Times Square when he went inside that ice cube.
Yeah.
This is just that, except he would be dead at the end.
Yeah.
This is some performance art
Except
shit.
it would be better.
Yeah.
It can be used in an idyllic outdoor setting or on the premises of an assisted suicide organization, for example, Subway. The person will get into the capsule and lie down. It's very comfortable. Barring any unforeseen difficulties, we hope to be ready to make Sarco available for use in Switzerland next year. Around 1,300 people ended their life last year using assisted suicide in Switzerland last year. This is very poorly
everyone
ran.
who talks about like Switzerland and Sweden, right? I keep getting them mixed up, but I'd imagine they're the same. Everyone sucks Sweden's dick. They're like they're so progressive. Their insurance is great. Everyone has health. Everyone has jobs. Everyone this and that. Well, how come you need fucking suicide machines over there then? Fuck.
This is, and it doesn't say at the end. It doesn't say what people can what you need to have.
Gotta be, no?
But it does. The final paragraph is for anyone struggling to cope. Call Samaritans for free or 116-123 or contact other sources of support. So that leads you to believe that simple depression is enough to get you an appointment with the pod.
If Hot Skyler lived in Switzerland, he'd be dead.
Yeah,
that guy would have been like, just push this button.
He lives in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
We're coming down. Yeehaw!
I would think that they at least make you talk. Like, you know what they do? They give you so much paperwork and shit to do that I'd be like, never mind.
Yeah.
Because you probably have to do a certain amount of hours of like counseling first, or probably have to prove like paperwork that you're dying, or show that you don't have any like responsibilities or some shit that I'd be like, never mind. I'm just gonna go back to life.
like anything, I could do 10 minutes of work, or just trudge through it for another decade.
Yeah,
I'll trudge through it.
It's like, the Sui Pod is like the ultimate breakup, where it's like, are you really gonna do this 5 minutes of like hard work and breakup, or are you just gonna let it just slowly die out? See you for the next decade, honey, and then we'll break up.
Where's dinner?
Yeah. Right. Do you think? I mean, let's say you wanted to do it. Is this how you would do it? Sui Pod?
No, man.
You're making a show out of it.
I don't want my grandkids telling everyone that their pussy grandfather died.
How would you do it? You're gonna. Never mind. You know what? I don't think we should do this. I don't think we should explicitly enumerate how we're going to do it. I think we're all set on that. I think it would involve a shovel and a scraper, though. I think it would be a little bit more messy than a little suicide pod.
I would do it in a funny way, where like I'd poop off the side of a building first, right, and then jump, and then be like, I think he was just shitting and slipped. Like, and it's like, then there's mystery to me.
Yeah.
My name lives on forever.
Mystery.
Like
Remember
the 7th Street shitter. Remember him? Like he was. I think this dude.
That kid shit from the 73rd floor
there
first.
Are people. There are many takes about this. Just a museum built to my honor. Big turd. Everyone's wearing a turd hat.
I don't think they're gonna make museums for the guy who shit off the building.
Yeah. Well, and died because there's mystery. There'd be a true crime about it. Maybe someone got pooped on their head. They got so mad they ran up there and threw him off the building.
Sure, that's plausible. They're definitely gonna have a little spot on the sidewalk for you, like right here. Right here is where it landed. You can take pictures like a Hollywood star of fame, except it's where the fucking Feidelberg shit landed. I think I think ultimately I do want to kill myself. And I mean that, Jackie, when I'm like hopefully like 100. Not 100. I want to be like 78. When I'm like about to die or whatever. I don't want to go out natural. I do want to go out on my own terms. Yeah? Probably would just flood me with morphine and just like kill me, which is basically assisted suicide. But I think I want to be like, 3, 2, 1. Like I want a ball to drop. I want my family to cheer, and then I'm just like, woo, and if this pod is a little more, if it's a little easier, then maybe we do it that way. I don't want to let cancer fucking take me out.
No,
technically it was me.
Bro, I'm better than cancer. I don't think so.
No, you're not. Shit, no way.
Cancer's taking out a lot of people better than John Feidelberg. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna be the one to step in cancer's tracks. Like, no, not me, not I.
Cancer might not even get you. Cancer might be like, I am above you.
Yeah.
I'm above killing this. Like, what's worse than me is just letting this guy continue to be.
Cancer's like, I'm the fucking fat ugly person at the bar. 2 a.m. Cancer's like,
you might be the cure for cancer.
Fucking pound off.
You might be the cure for cancer. The cancer cells mutate inside of John, and they're like, "What is this? Holy shit! I'm afraid of these fucking cells. I'm out." They kill themselves. All you need is a dose of John Henry to cure your cancer.
Yeah. Happy to help.
So, everybody can stop sending us the suicide pod now. We know.
I think we've covered it quite well, in fact.
Absolutely.
I think we did.
I promise you this, nowhere else on the internet, in the podcast world, radio world, nowhere else will you find a better breakdown of the Switzerland suicide pod than
I think
right here.
we've really found its pros and cons.
We have our niche. And if Switzerland would like to invite us over to talk about it, maybe you do a podcast with us before you hop in there, we could really flesh out this, this specialization. Oh boy, what?
If we'll go to Switzerland, we'll do a show. Mm-hmm. I don't want them on stage, But like, there's behind us, they're just fucking there's a big line of people just coming in, and we're both just hitting buttons. Like, not even giving them the time of day to acknowledge that what we're doing is taking a life. Like, we're just on stage, like, talking about pooping off a building, and we just randomly hit a button, and then someone in there dies, and
Just
then
get the jar.
and then
The jar's dead. The
That's
pig
not a
is
jar.
dead.
That's not a suicide. I'm doing a murder jar right now. Who's got the murder jar? And then like they're just like they get the cummy fucking shitty body out, and then they put another one in.
They keep on pulling that lever. What
Yeah,
is that?
it's like, people in the back they're having second thoughts. They're like,
Bing bong. Another one. Another one. Jesus Christ. Do we need 5 minutes? I don't know. Nah. Get your Nectar sunglasses for the holiday season. You know my Nectar sunglasses, the most affordable, high quality, stylish sunglasses in the game today. Check them out. Check them out. These are so fresh, I'll even wear them in the wintertime.
even
break my
with it-
rules.
Bro, I was walking down the street today, and I had my sunglasses on, and it is not sunglass weather at all.
Because it's the winter.
It's not true. It is
winter.
just a very overcast day, and
You must look like an asshole.
to a person, everyone who walked by me looked at me a lot,
Ugh.
too much. Like,
Ugh. But I'll be
Like-
honest, like you got a hangover, you need your sunglasses.
Yeah, yeah.
You're having a bad day, puffy eyes, you know, you pop on your shades, whether it's morning, noon, night, whether it's winter, spring, summer, fall, you need your shades, and Nectar sunglasses are the most affordable in the game, starting at just $50 with high quality, fully sustainable product lines, including shades made from 100% recycled bottles. So technically, we own Nectar sunglasses because we fund your entire materials section of your company. They have a lifetime warranty. Whether you lose them, whether you break them, doesn't matter. You have a lifetime of worry-free sunglass wearing because they will always protect them. And whether it's, like I said, all seasons, inside or out, Nectar Sunglasses is giving Stoolies 40% off, so you can stock up now. Get it. It's the perfect stocking stuffer. Get like 10 pairs. Drop them in everybody's stockings. Your brother, your sister, your mother, your auntie. Everybody gets Nectar shades when you use code Barstool at NectarSunglasses.com. That's NectarSunglasses.com. Promo code Barstool for 40% off this holiday season. Do you guys, you know, we have this social team here, and we have everybody who's been trying to like grow our social media and our Instagram presence. Do you guys ever get mad at us for our social?
I don't know who's trying to
Behavior.
grow our social presence. Is that Zach? Is that Zach? Is it? I remember. Do you remember Zach's first day when I asked for help on my Instagram and he went, "You want me to help you on personal Instagram?" And I was like, "Oh my bad, I'm sorry to help."
Well,
do you remember that, Zach?
I do.
Yeah.
I was just like,
So you,
oh,
like, you don't have your personal. I was like, "Oh, sorry for
no.
overstepping my
no,
boundaries."
well, no, because I was like, well, no, I just thought so. It was just a weird, like, first of all, I didn't know you guys like at all, so I wasn't really sure what you meant by that. Because I said, like, do you want me to just like post pictures of you? I was like, I don't really
Right.
know what you meant.
I'll be honest, I'm
by
a
that.
little bit on Zach's side here because
I was
in
just
2021, in this industry, you should probably run your own Instagram page.
Oh, really, Kevin?
yeah.
Because guess what we're about to talk about?
I'm gonna.
Exactly the reason why I shouldn't be running my own Instagram
well,
page.
Oh, well,
and that's really, there's two ways to look at it. Either John needs to, or someone needs to. Because John, and this might not even resonate with some of the listeners. When I say this, you might not understand it, but John just has a regular ass Instagram, which most people maybe don't like. You do too, right? 99% of you people listening at home, you have an Instagram account too. But last night John's out and everybody's kind of talking about their Instagram stats and followers and engagement, and they're looking at their page and their insights. And when you do what we do, you sign up for like a business account, and then you can get insights on all, like, how many views this video got and how many new accounts it reached and how many followers you gained from this post, and it has how many people you reached over the last 7 days as compared to the previous 7 days, all this shit. John doesn't have any of that because he just didn't sign up for it.
I just went and got an Instagram.
He just was like, I got an Instagram. When Pat grabbed your phone and looked at it, and what did he say? He goes, "You just have a regular Instagram, John? Are you fucking kidding me?"
He said, "This is the most John thing I've ever seen
Ever.
and
It truly is.
But it's like cancer won't even kill me. What's so special about me that I should get a special big Instagram account? I don't.
Nothing.
I went to Instagram.
Nothing.
I downloaded an Instagram. I uploaded a picture of soup. That's how I got. That's my very first Instagram. If you can.
And your latest Instagram. No. Just go to forget the soup. Just go to the latest one.
This is classic.
This is just John eating fucking donuts, just like the Gen Zers. Just becoming a fat Asian man. And this is what the man does with his Instagram. If you're listening, stop right now and go to the YouTube and watch. It's worth the view.
It's fucking.
It's worth.
You're not gonna scroll away to the bottom. It's like got
You probably could. It's probably like 100 posts.
No, it's a while. But it was a picture of a bowl of soup because I was like, if I do an Instagram right, this is soup.
Yeah, no. You might be like you have a decent amount of followers just because of who you are, but you pound for pound, like all things considered, might be the worst Instagram user of all time.
Oh, I'd say by far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say because there's nothing.
Like there's other guys out there who are worse than you, don't have as many followers as you, don't post at all, but that's not their job.
Yeah.
So like comparatively to your responsibilities, you're the worst Instagram user of all time.
I would say there's a good chance of that.
I'm not joking. I'm not like it's not a bit. I'm saying it for real.
Like
you are the worst ever. You're
I'm
the
not like posting like pictures like oh look at me, I'm handsome.
No.
I'm not Jeremy Cohen.
No.
And then
Certainly not.
And then like I'm not funny.
Nope.
So then there's
you're
like
not hot. You don't understand it. You don't get you're not up on the trends.
No, I don't get it at all.
And whatever. I mean,
There's-
you are kind of you're a Gen Z now. So
yeah, I'm a
doing
Gen Z,
your-
so I wrote the filters.
Yeah.
But like even that, like,
Everything else.
I know that Gen Z is like, thank God he's doing this because we need someone out there to start to.
Oh, you think that Gen Z is
we need a
thanking
Gen
you.
Zer who doesn't know what to do.
Gen Z drops to their knees and thanks God for you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because why?
Because I'm the face of Gen Z. They don't want breaking down barriers. I'm using
face of Gen Z
I'm
right
the
here.
first. I'm the first Gen Zer to be bad at social media and to use like old people filters and, stuff
and they like
that.
that?
Oh, they've been wanting to do
because
it.
it diversifies them.
Yeah, they're like, finally.
Like
It's like
we're not just all. Yeah, there it is. There's a soup.
there it is.
There's
soup.
the bowl of soup. And what's the caption? Soup. Am I doing Instagram right?
That's soup.
That is soup.
When was that? Like I've had it for a long time.
2012.
2012. Like I've had Instagram for a long time.
Terrible.
Like if I reached out, that's a good picture.
That's
If I reached out to Instagram, I am not great with filters. That is
well, back then,
dog.
everybody did.
Yo, that was. What is this? Enough of this nonsense.
I was gonna say this is my nightmare, man.
I put the thing where that was gonna be my Instagram thing where I just put up pictures of Dante and changed the filters.
Yeah,
Sammy Adams.
you had a theme going there for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
That's funny. That is funny. That one plays forever. And
Yeah,
ever,
that one works. No comments.
No
Yeah,
you are the worst ever.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at it.
But back then, it wasn't as imperative. Now it's like without this, you won't have a career.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna
And-
do like I'm shadow banned because I think I am shadow banned. But
I don't think you are.
I think I'm shadow banned.
Why?
Because they know I'm about to figure it out.
We gotta stop this guy before he gets too big.
Yeah, that train's getting rolling.
This guy's gonna overtake The Rock soon. We gotta shut him down.
It's so bad. He's just new posts. I'm like, these things fucking suck too.
When I, you know what? The only thing that I think might be worse though is I have the business account and I don't use it at all.
Well, I have a business account now.
You do. You
Yes,
upgraded.
yeah.
Okay.
It was-
So
this was on Friday.
So the most John thing is not even having it, and the most Kevin thing is just I don't even use it because.
Well, I'm never gonna. Oh,
You're
yeah, I'm
never
never
use it.
gonna.
You'll
I'll never
never use
open
it.
those
No.
analytics because what am I
No.
gonna do with them?
No.
Figure out people don't like me, don't like my
the
posts,
only
don't follow
thing-
me.
I thought that I was shadow banned too, because I just wasn't getting any followers. And then I was like, wait a minute, I think I'm just not getting any followers. But then I did open that up, and I realized I've got like 3 strikes against me, so I might be in Instagram jail right now for some bullshit, Zuckerberg. Me and you in the fucking streets, bare knuckle boxing. I'm gonna beat your face in, Zuckerberg. I got one strike because I posted about Natasha Bedingfield's fat ass, which she loved, by the way, and commented on and followed me, and we DM'd about it because she's got a fat ass. And what girl doesn't like a fat ass? Also got a strike for bullying because I posted DMs to me saying to kill myself.
Oh, I remember that one.
And then a third one that has something to do with sex, which maybe one's good.
Is there a place to find out my strikes? Can you show me?
I'm almost going to guarantee you don't have any strikes because you don't ever post anything. I don't think the soup is ever going to be a strike against you. Yeah, you go to. I'll give you the. Gaz gave me the.
Oh, okay. Also, I have zero of. I don't have a professional account. I have.
Go to settings, help, support, request any violations.
Settings.
You probably don't even know how to go to settings, do you?
I'm guessing this thing up here, this top right. Yeah. Settings. Help. So boy, I don't have help. I don't
support request. You don't even have that.
I have report a problem, help center, privacy and security help.
Yeah, you just don't got it, bro. But maybe you don't have any violations or anything, so maybe it's not there.
Well, I think it's because I thought I had a professional account, which Casey helped me set it up, and now it says you have done 0 of 3 steps complete to set a professional account. So I think she just lied to me.
Be careful if you just switch to a professional account, because if you're not careful, you could accidentally put your number on there. So just be aware of that.
All right. Well, we did it in a bar, so I'm sure we were very careful about it.
All right. Good. Yeah.
So just to recap this segment real quick here, John is officially the worst Instagram user of all time / the face of Gen Z.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you ever forget it. Welcome to KFC Radio, the most masculine, feminine, anti-constitution, anti-mental health podcast with the face of Gen Z and the worst Instagrammers alive.
Hey, yeah!
I knew that was coming. Let's talk. We got a lot. This is gonna be a long podcast. We got 2 interviews coming up. We got one with Taylor Tomlinson, one of the most established and successful comics in the game. We also got Andre Thompson, who is the next generation, the new up-and-coming best comic in New York.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Andre rope-a-doped us. Andre came in very downtrodden and rather gloomy, I may say.
I thought he was going to hate us. He still might hate us, but I thought he was going to let it show on the podcast. And he was kind of like, is this thing on? Are we going? I was like, yeah. And then it was like,
boom.
And then he was very funny.
Strongly recommend.
He came recommended by Ricky Velez. When Ricky came in and was talking about the next generation of New York comics, he mentioned Andre.
Ricky, who I saw at the Salary this weekend, by the way, and murdered.
Ricky did he did so well that John's family refused to believe that John knows him.
They're like, you
can't possibly know someone that talented. You're you. You're the wolf. How could you ever associate with someone that funny?
I was talking to him afterwards, and not personally, DMing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come over for a drink," and they're like, "You're lying, like no way," and he couldn't end up making it. And
surprise.
They were like, yeah.
Sure. That's your friend.
That's what we thought.
Yeah. That sucks. That's what we thought. Polly was like, oh, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a call from my mom yesterday as I was about to start the Kevin Clancy show. She texted me, guess whose car I'm in? I'm like, that's not good. That's a weird thing to say.
Punch out the taillight.
Yeah.
Wave your hand.
Right. That's a weird thing to say. At my mom's age, she should never be in anybody's car other than like her own or mine. You know, that's it. She's in Big Pussy's car from The Sopranos.
like his car from The Sopranos, or the
No, he's like Big Pussy. Has a car. He lives next to my parents. And she's in his car.
Did she drop a big pussy on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she keeps saying pussy. She won't call him Vinny. That's his real name. She just keeps saying big pussy. And she's been telling the story to everyone, and her friends are like, can you stop saying big pussy? Actually, it's one person. She has one friend. Or one friend says, stop saying big pussy. And the funniest part was, and then my mom being like, just my mom, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, the neighbor's house burned down. And I was like, what?
Yeah, you know.
So the neighbor's house burned down, so there was all these fire trucks and ambulances on the street that was blocking her driveway, and she had to get to the doctor for her knees, and Big Pussy was like, First of all, he ended up just lending the car, and my dad drove it. But at one point, he was just gonna drive my mom to the doctor. I was like, if you were just getting driven to the doctor by Big Pussy, that would be the most preposterous thing to ever happen. If you just called me like, yeah, I'm in the back seat, like Pussy's driving me, ridiculous. And they're
Fucking puss.
they're
at
so
the wheel.
old that like Big Pussy was like, do you guys know how to drive? And
How old's Big Pussy? Big Pussy's no spring chicken.
No, but that's my,
Right?
my parents are like, I guess
Do you guys
showing
know
their
how to
age.
drive?
Yeah, so my dad was like, yeah, I can
Here are the
drive.
keys. You don't have to crank this one.
So my mom's gonna make him some pumpkin bread.
Oh, very
Yeah. So it's wild. He just lives this like very simple life right next to him. I mean, my parents' house sucks, and Big Pussy lives right next to him. But I'm like, oh, okay, Ma, I gotta go. I'm hanging up the phone. I'm like, the fucking neighbor house burned down. Big Pussy's in the car. I don't know.
That is crazy.
Just ridiculous. Like burned to the ground. Like gone. Okay. See you later, Mom.
So anyway, I'm in the car, Big Pussy now.
How does this correlate?
So we got the interviews. If you want to go listen to that podcast, it's Behind the Blog with Coley Mick. I never put it into perspective until I was introducing the interview. Coley went from intern to editor-in-chief of one of the biggest media publications of all time.
Yeah.
He's one of the most technically
Mailroom to the boardroom
yeah,
type deal.
One
yeah.
of the greatest stories ever in the history of media and journalism.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Coley, let's go. Also, congratulations, he got number 2 on the way. He announced that yesterday. And we'll get into our voicemails, of course. We got Am I the Asshole?
By the way, I get so awkward when people tell me about kids. I saw Coley and his wife at Pat's game recently, and his wife was talking to my dad, and I was talking to Coley. And Coley he hit me. He's like, yeah. He kind of pointed at her, and he's like, gave me number 2's on the way kind of deal. And I was like, oh shit, congrats, blah blah blah. And then I never said anything to his wife because I didn't know if I was allowed to.
It is awkward. You
So,
never
like,
know
I
who knows
don't-
what and who's supposed to know what.
Yeah,
you know what
so I
you
was
should do?
like-
Okay. I'll
I didn't know if
'cause-
congratulated her, be like, cool, what the hell? kinda
Right,
deal.
right,
So I was like, all
right. So that's a good. We should give advice on that. Here's what you should do. Anytime you find out someone's pregnant, go up to her and give her a little shadow box and stuff. Here, you have another one in the oven. She'll love it. Love it. And if you think that's a little too aggressive, drop down to your knees and kiss her stomach. Go, I heard there's a bundle of joy in there. That's what women love. If you touch them and you approach them and their unborn child in precarious ways, they love that. It's crazy, man. People just. But I am with you that it is an awkward situation. But the decisions that people make in that awkwardness is wild. It's like, so you didn't know how to handle it, so you thought that was the way to go. I have a friend who did like the classic movie trope. He worked in retail once. His name was Nicky. He on the floor of like the Gap or something like that. And he did the old oh, when are you due? And it was just a fat woman.
Oh,
it was just a fat woman buying fat people clothes.
I've never had that.
I know. That's why I was like, I can't believe it actually happened.
Right.
But he did it for real, and she was like, I am not pregnant. And he was like, I'm gonna go fucking quit my job now.
Off to Switzerland it is.
Switzerland accent? It is. Switzerland it is.
I love to Switzerland.
I think when you find out that someone's pregnant, you should say, congratulations.
And then take it however they want it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I did get my haircut.
I do love that period of time. Let's call it 27 on to 30, low 30s, when it's like, is this a good thing? Or is this
Yeah.
Congrats, condolences. You need money for an abortion?
When I was in college, my friend, we were 19 at the time, he got his girlfriend pregnant.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he just drops it on me when I'm drunk with all my friends. He's like, yeah, she's pregnant. And I didn't know how to respond, whether congratulations.
At 19, no
and
fucking
it's
way.
it's like a silence for 10 seconds. And my friend just goes, so what are you going to do with it? And this kid's from the deep south. So he's like, what do you mean? We're
I'm
going to
gonna
keep
raise
it.
it. Yeah. But fuck that kid. That's a complete. Okay, let's talk about it in stages. You're 19 and you tell someone you're pregnant. The appropriate response is to help them find an abortion clinic. Okay?
Whose car we taking?
Yeah. Go get the coat hanger from your closet. Say, I got a staircase in the back that got 10 or 15 stairs.
I'm 33. You tell me you got
Well,
a
that's
kid.
what I mean.
Whose car we taking?
So then, mid 20s is a pause, and you gotta look. You gotta like mid 20s is. You gotta freestyle. You gotta like look at their face and judge at how they tell you where. Like if someone says to you like, come here, dude, come here," and you like go into a room at work and they close the door behind them, like, "I gotta tell you something. She's pregnant." I think you can understand where we're talking. You know, if it's like, "I got news, we're pregnant," then you gotta read the situation a little bit. And then I think once you're old, it's like you're having it, right? Even then, though, it's a situation by situation basis. John tells you he's having a baby. It's not a good thing. That's not congratulations. That's, oh fuck. Yeah, buddy.
You right.
And then this is what I wanted to say. So 19 and up, or not, like teen and younger, I'll help you find an abortion clinic. Mid 20s, you got to read the situation. 30s is like congratulations. Then it comes back around. Then if it's like 45 and up to 50, you help them find an abortion clinic again. So then you show up at the abortion clinic with the 19-year-old and the 50-year-old. It's like, we're too old to have a fucking kid. So it all comes full cycle. It's the circle of life / death. That's there you go. There is your there's how to react when someone tells you they're pregnant. But congratulations, Coley. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
He's in the good window.
Yeah, he's in the good one. He's fine.
The reason I didn't say anything the whole time was I was like, I don't know. I wonder if she knows.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is it's not with someone like Coley, it's not about whether or not they're gonna keep it. It's more about, am I supposed to know?
Well, I mean, like, I'm dumb. I mean, like, I wonder if she knows.
Oh.
I was like, I wonder, like, is spoiling it for her. like Cole, like, I don't know. Like, my brain panicked. Like, it was like Coley had seen with the baby. I don't know. I don't do well in those situations.
I'm gonna say almost, not 100%, but
man,
almost 100% of the time, the mom knows if she's pregnant before the dad.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not 100%, but it's almost.
She knew.
Turns out there could be a situation where you pee on a stick and you're like, you tell me, like, I'm sure that's happened before.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's been some test results that have been read by a father before. I'm sure it can happen. Probably not though. Probably safe to assume the woman will know if she's with child.
Growing something.
Yeah. I the way I found out.
I know when I have a tummy ache, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a really bad tummy ache. When I found out for the first one, it was, I know exactly where I was. I was living in Hoboken. I was in the living room. She was in the bathroom. And I just heard, "Kevin!" So that's when I knew. And actually, wait a minute. Here I am. Here I fucking am, just being absolutely wrong. I was the 1%. I knew first for Keegan, because we were at a CVS, and she was like, "I got to go get pregnancy tests." And she came back to the counter to check out with like pregnancy tests, and like it was something crazy. I wish I could remember exactly now, but it was like pickles and cookies and ice cream. And I was like, "You're fucking pregnant." It's like, put the other thing back.
Test away.
Go get another jar of pickles and put the pregnancy thing back. It wasn't pickles, because I know that's like the movie trope, but it was like 3 things that she never eats, including ice cream. And I was like, "You're knocked up again." Like, really, go put the clear blue back, because we'll just save the $70. We're gonna need the fucking
college funds.
Yeah, we got 2 now. So there I am. And in that instance, I knew first. So it is funny as you get older, though, the things you learn about, like, the number one thing. When they say like what's something that like rich people and poor people do, and it's like cocaine, you know what I mean? It's like babies are something that like young people and old people can share as like, is it good or is it bad or whatever. And as you get older, you never know what the situation's going to be. You're getting older, and
What the fuck?
you're trying to stop it from. You're trying to not get so old,
Me?
not look so wrinkly.
No, that's a misrepresentation of what happened.
Oh, really? Because people, when they're just young and good looking, go get Botox, huh?
It is.
Is
I
that how it works?
did not want. Okay, so what happened is on Out and About podcast today, I was told to go into the studio. I was well aware of what was going to be going on in there. It was
That's not true, because you walk in that room, you never know what's going to be going on.
yeah.
You go in the Out About Pod, if you walk out and you haven't been fucked, consider it like a light episode.
But so I went in there, and I had told everybody.
How about this thing?
What?
This button-up, like, polo tight thing.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's a little merino Italian wool. You wouldn't know anything about it.
I get fucking merino Italian wool from Banana Republic. Out of here. This is something that only you could pull off.
Yeah?
If I were to wear that, I would look preposterous. If I were to be like, guys, check out my button-up polo, you'd
nice,
be like, it is. Well, it's nice on you. You fill it out well. Your arms look good in it. I would look ridiculous in it. Is it like, it's like stretchy though, right? Yeah. How about that? So yeah,
I got it in white too, so I'm glad you like it.
you're gonna see more of it. Yeah, no, you're dressing trendy. You're the face of Gen Z, but if you're gonna be the face of Gen Z, you can't have an old ass face.
Gotta fucking paralyze these muscles.
Yeah,
No, it won't be done yet. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
So so I told everyone, I said, I'll come in, I'll do a consultation, that'll be funny. I sat down and she was like, "You have great skin." Consultation over, and I was like, "Oh, that's not funny." And
you do have great skin, even though you don't wash it ever, huh?
I do. I wash it now. I do. You and Whitney bullied me into it. I do. I'm a washer now.
Okay.
I am.
Good.
I said.
Proud of you.
I said on that podcast. I said someone send me the
regiment, yeah.
Blah blah blah, and an esthetician sent me. Here's what you need to buy. I bought it. I use it.
So now you're not a greazy fucking.
No, I don't
dirt
feel.
ball.
It doesn't
I'm
feel
happy
any
about
different,
that.
but it's. I'm glad I wash my face now.
Yeah. 30 fucking what? 30? How old are you? 33.
33.
33 years old.
Well,
Unbelievable.
I don't know if it's changed, but I wash my face now. Anyway, they sit down and she goes, "But," and I was like, "Here it goes."
Here we go.
And she's like, "Your 11s and your 1s got fucking jacked up," and she's like, "I would fix that." And it's like where your wrinkles are, like where you make. I panicked on the show. I forgot how to squint. Can you squint for me? No, see, you can't really do it either.
What do you mean?
Can you
Squinting
squint
right now.
Yeah, you all stink at squinting.
Talking about it. I am definitively squinting right now.
But you don't have any squint lines then. They might not have jacked you up at all. They might have been like, "You get the fuck out of here, bro."
I mean, I am squinting, right?
Am I? I don't think I know how to squint.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's like
Squint for me.
it's like you want to get.
You're just closing your eyes.
Why can't I do this? It's.
I guess the difference is what squinting is like you're bringing your top eyebrows down a little bit, right? When you like, what's the difference between squinting and closing your eyes all the way? Is it just you just stop yourself halfway? This is as dumb as we've ever been.
But the I figured it meant she wanted.
I don't know how to squint. Squint for me. I don't know how to.
She was like, "I want to get the wrinkle lines," is what I imagined she wanted me. So I was just trying to make myself have like the wrinkle lines, and she was like, "What are you doing?" Like, I said, "Just fucking squint. You might need a different medical test, kid."
Checking this kid's chromosomes over here.
And then she was like, so. I was like, "Okay, thank you." Like, consultation. Yeah, it's harder than you think.
Also, does squinting even work? You know when you like squint to try to see something?
things in
Does that
focus?
work? Doesn't seem like it would.
I don't think so. I
think squinting's a myth.
I think it's for people with eye problems. I don't think neither of us have eye problems. Right? We
But
both
like
have,
when
we
I
both have good
squint,
vision.
when I squint, my eyelashes kind of like get in the way. If anything, it makes it like a little harder to see.
Yeah,
But then again, maybe I'm squinting wrong. Squinting's a myth. Not everybody can squint.
That's not.
I'll make you squint.
But the
stomach and
but it was the I was gonna be the end of it, and then they're like, "But why don't you just like, what if you just did it?" And I genuinely did not want bow ties.
yeah.
You
got bullied.
I think the lines are like masculine and cool. Like I like having my like.
Well, that's stupid.
I like having my furrow lines and like shit like that.
Well,
like-
that's good for you. No one else cares.
and
But the fact that you got this might be a new low / high for Feidelberg. You got bullied into getting poison shot into your face.
I got
That's
bullied,
a new low.
I got bullied into my second medical procedure within these walls.
Involving sharp needles.
I've had 2 medical procedures in Barstool Sports headquarters.
and neither of which you wanted.
Neither
And you went along with.
Now they are like, it is not permanent. So they said, I think in like 6 months probably it'll be gone again. But they're like, but you'll be back, which maybe I will be. We'll see.
I've never, I mean, I would never I've never looked at another guy and been like, oh, he has wrinkles. So I don't know if you do or don't, but you definitely don't have it enough that I've ever noticed.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm the same with you. Like, I wouldn't notice anything. And when you do that, like, but it's like, do I have wrinkles, like, or do I just moving my skin?
Creases.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say my yeah. Like when my bed's not made, I wouldn't say my bed's wrinkly. I'd be like, it's just it's folded in a weird place.
Oh, I don't have wrinkles. I just didn't make my face.
Yeah.
My face.
Well, like
isn't
when it's in
made.
its rest, when it's where it's supposed to be, my bed isn't wrinkled. My sheets aren't wrinkled.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then when it's ajar, like that, askew, it is technically wrinkled, but it's not. I'm right.
Okay. As long as you're good with it, man. As long as you're happy, dude. I ended up I recorded late, so I didn't go in, but I want to try to get these fucking bags gone, but I don't think I need Botox in my forehead.
I mean, like they almost got me doing filler.
That stuff, I mean, you know, that's what you want is the jawline.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to put filler on my face.
That's
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Pat was
Because
saying
you know
that.
what it is too. That's a slippery slope. I don't think you just do that once.
Yeah.
Because then you got to keep it up, and you become addicted to it. I'll go from 0 to botched real quick. I'll look like that guy trying to be the Ken doll every year. Gets $100,000 to look like Justin Bieber, and he becomes a fucking freak in nature. I'll be that guy looking like Teddy Pendergrass from fucking Atlanta real fast.
It is. Those people are perfectly exemplify like how fucked up the human brain is.
Where you can
because
just
it's like
go.
fucking what's the eating disorder? Anorexia.
Dysmorphia. Oh yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
like even bodybuilders. Like bodybuilders look in the mirror and they think like they're like, I'm skinny, I need to
So
be bigger.
weird.
And
It's
like,
like you literally see something
you can't
different.
see it. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And then so yeah, like those people aren't like they're mentally disturbed, but it's like they're just
Oh yeah, no, they
what
are.
they're seeing is just
It's
not
wrong.
what we see.
It's wrong.
Crazy how
Yeah.
that fucking happens.
And really, like, if you were to break it down and be like, what's the definition of like an insane person? You'd be like, it kind of boils down to like someone who does not see reality,
Right.
And like, well,
yeah,
You're crazy.
Yeah, just someone who works out a lot is an insane
yeah,
person.
absolutely insane. You
They
look in the
at
mirror and
they're
you're
like, ew,
ugly.
look at this. Like this must be what everyone sees. This little piece of fat.
No one's
No,
looking
bro,
at
everyone's
that.
like, dude, that dude's fucking chest is way too big. It looks like he injected it with motor oil.
Right. But at the same time, super vain and shallow and do want to look good. So
Yeah.
if there's a quick fix for that.
But what I did last night is the one thing I was told
Not to do. which
I got
was
home and fell asleep immediately.
probably like face down on your fucking forehead.
Do you get Botox?
No.
No. I'm trying to wonder how bad. Like, I mean, like, it doesn't look like anything happened.
Jacqueline.
I will soon.
Yeah.
I don't think anything happened, but like, I woke up on the couch like, God damn it.
Well, yesterday you had like an injection spot, but I can't even see that anymore. Maybe if you really, really look, I could see. But other than that, try to do your lift your eyebrows.
They said that's like Saturday.
Okay. Do you feel anything?
No, when I did,
I can't wait till you're just like.
That'll
That'll be funny.
I did immediately.
And when you're
after.
laughing, you're just like. That'll be great.
What a
Let's
stupid.
get your whole face done. So yeah, when you're laughing, you're just like this. That would be great. Let's just turn you into an absolute science freak. Shoot him up another one, doctor. Put it in there. Yeah, if I could get the eyes done, but I think the eyes they need to shoot things in. I don't like that
I know.
because you're.
But
it's so thin. The skin's thin, so that's why you can see the bag. So they got to fill it up so that it's. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
when they fucking hit you with this stuff, if you feel things going into you,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, don't be worried about the crunching sound. It's not. It's just I forget exactly what it was they said, but like basically it was like it feels like bugs are being squished inside your head,
I am so out. It's,
which I kind of liked.
yeah,
it
you
was
would
like-
like that. I would hate that. Ugh.
It was crazy. It was like
No, thank you.
it was like squishing like a little cockroach, and you just hit. I got a lot. I get juiced up with a lot.
I used to get it in my armpits, but that was a lot. How many, like, do you know how many, like, cc's
I
you
think
got?
it's like 40 to 50, something like that.
Yeah, when you get your armpits, you get a fuck ton.
How
It's
many?
like covering up.
It's expensive then, right?
Yeah, I think it was like $1,000 when I used to do it.
Yeah.
But that was for like sweat, not for like looks.
Shout out Sterling, by the way.
Maybe
I didn't pay for it.
maybe we could do the jaw thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Do I have a hot jawline? Do you want to fuck me? Totally fucking hot. Or you can just fucking hydrate yourself and make sure you drink Revitalyte every time you drink too much alcohol. That's the main. Honestly, you want to shoot poison in your face or just like stop. If you stop poisoning your body on a regular basis, you won't have to poison your body on a regular basis. Write that one down, Jackie.
What is it?
If you stop poisoning yourself on a regular basis, alcohol, you won't have to poison yourself on a regular basis, Botox.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I guess so. If you're not fucking drunk and you don't have alcohol in your system, you're probably gonna be better looking. You don't have to do. That was a little too comfortable.
What?
There's people in the room.
Bro,
There's a
do
fucking
that all the time.
not like that.
Yeah, like this.
You went like this, and then when you got it, you were like,
Yeah.
yeah, you. With the lips and everything, the tongue. Come on, getting too comfortable. Fuck. But if you drink Revitalyte, you'll be hydrated. Your body will appear fresher and healthier and sexier, and your face won't be all puffy and swollen. You won't have that red drinking face because you'll be fully hydrated with electrolytes and all the ingredients you need to make sure that your body is running smooth. Right now, there's the Revitalyte Black Label, which was specifically made for stoolies by Barstool. It's the blue flavor that you can put in your alcohol. You can drink it beforehand, before you start drinking. You can use it as a mixer while you're drinking. You can use it afterwards when you got your hangover. So drink it before, during, and after, and try to nip that hangover in the bud and make sure that you look good and don't have to get Botox in your face. Go to Revitalyte.com. No, go to drinkrevitalyte.com, or you can follow them on all social media at Drink Revitalyte. Check it out at the Barstool Sports Store, where you can buy the Revitalyte Black Label at the Barstool Store, along with all the merch that you're getting. And tag at Drink Revitalyte in all your morning after stories.
What's the story? Morning
I don't
glory.
know if it's intentional or if I missed, but like the Sunny premiere was not. I think they just kind of like snuck it in there.
Really? See, I had it promoted heavily on my.
I guess
I follow all of
well,
that
but
stuff.
like they premiered it streaming on Hulu before it was on regular TV, right?
Really?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, it was like on. It's
I will,
aired
last
on TV
Wednesday
already.
night I had some event or dinner or something, I forget, so I couldn't watch it live. But no, I think it was just on
Shit,
FX.
I just thought, like, by the time I finally saw a clip on Instagram, it was like 2 episodes streaming now, and I thought it was like an early release to try to get people to like sign up for Hulu or something like that.
No, because when I got home from whatever I had to do Wednesday night, it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, no, it was actually midnight, and I was
And
like,
they just
hopefully
aired
it's
on
on
regular TV?
Hulu, and
Fuck.
it still wasn't. So like it was when I
Oh.
woke up the next morning, but it was.
But yeah, okay. So either way, the first 2 episodes did not miss, man.
It's so good.
And it might
I haven't
be
seen the second one yet. I've only seen the first.
the first one is like a Forrest Gump episode. The second one's Lethal Weapon.
Oh, the second one's Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's unbelievable.
yeah.
Like unbelievable. It's just 2 episodes that I want to say, like, they're not the funniest episodes Sonny's ever done by any margin, but they're like the best in the sense of once you become like a super fan like we are, I respect what they do, you know? And it's just 2 episodes that like only they could do. Like the Forrest Gump episode I think requires like great writing, and the Lethal Weapon episode requires like complete and total fuck it from the network and everybody. You know what I mean? Like, just make it. Do whatever you want. It's so ridiculous. And they are like nailing the issues. They're talking about race and in Hollywood and representation and what you can and can't say. And they do it in a way like that's been beaten to death over the last couple of years. And now their material on it's coming out. And it's almost like they knew it was going to be beaten to death. So by the time this comes out, we need to do it in a more unique way. Just fucking nailed them. And as I see those clips and I see more and more clips of the Sunny podcast, those three are about to take over the world and even more than they already have.
Yep.
And
really
I almost hope that they get like, I hope they have like a Joe Rogan-esque podcast and get like the awards and recognition they deserve from the fucking TV show for their new form of media, because they're good at that too.
Yeah,
They're fucking good.
It is. It's a podcast that showed me how to like podcasts. It's the first person who really fucked me good.
You never forget your first person that fucks you good. The Forrest Gump episode, when Sonny does episodes where they are berating and bombarding a regular person, they're always at their best. And there's a PPD loan officer there, and it's just perfect.
Who is so I forget what he's from, but he looks.
Oh,
so
he's
familiar.
that guy who's in that thing.
Yeah,
He's a perfect actor to put in that spot. So go watch Sonny and go listen to their podcast. Hopefully we get them back in on the show soon. All right, let's get into Am I the Asshole now. We'll get into like the Reddit posts and the internet posts. But first, I think unequivocally there is a biggest asshole at least in the country right now.
Oh, I was gonna go a different angle with it. I was gonna go with, speaking of podcast superstars.
I like yours better. Kyle Rittenhouse, the new media superstar. The media blitz is on.
He'll be on next week, folks, talking about a nice set of tits.
He joined Twitter and Instagram, and then went on like every conservative podcast under the sun. And actually, oddly enough, when I have not actually watched these podcasts, so I'm only either reading clips or reading quotes or watching clips. The only thing that I saw when they actually talked about like the shooting and the trial, he was like very mature. He was like, this is nothing to be congratulated about.
Yeah.
He's like, if I could go back in time, I would not have gone there at all. But like I did, and that's what happened. And like I defended myself, and now I'm out. I was like, wow, that was great. Yeah. And then that's it. The only other thing I've seen from these podcast clips is just Kyle Rittenhouse talking about fucking and titties. Just talking about losing his virginity and how he likes big butts and how he likes tits and likes girls of all ethnicities. And it's just this like 18-year-old kid who he's a fucking dork. So he probably did like just lose his virginity, if at all. So every clip I've seen is him just the first clip of him the first clip that really like started to go viral is when the hosts go like, hey, we know you're not shooting blanks, which is like pretty fucked up all things considered. But I'm trying not to be like biased about it. Like if Tom Segura said that on stage, I'd be like, whoa, that was aggressive, but it's funny.
Oh yeah,
so I'm like,
it is
okay,
funny.
You know what?
It is funny for sure. It is a lot.
Yeah, here it is. He's like, we know you're not shooting blanks. We know you're a good shot, and everyone's kind of like yucking it up. But then he launches into his virgin joke, which is just an all-time. Like, he had this one in the holster ready to go, and he's like, I saw some like 25-year-olds on TikTok saying like, I can't wait for all the conservative MILFs to take Kyle Rittenhouse's virginity. Too late.
He said that?
Yes. And he does this thing with his eyes. He leans back and he's like, and it's like, you just like, but play it again. You don't even need the audio. You just got to see his face. The way he says it, and he leans back, and he just kind of wants like the crowd reaction, and then the eyes shifting side to side is just like, he thought he fucking nailed this zinger of a joke.
Not right there.
No, he missed it. He's like, he just looks back like, yeah. That one right there. And the guy, but so, and then there's another clip where a guy's like, what do you look for in a woman? Which is admittedly a weird question to ask an 18-year-old. Yeah. I always try to put myself in that spot. If I had Kyle Rittenhouse in here, I don't think I'd be like, and maybe I'd say like, do you have a girlfriend or something? But I wouldn't like, what do you...
Hey, kid, look at your dick hole.
So when you jerk off, what are you thinking about? What's in your fucking head when you come? And he's like, what do you look for in a woman? And Rittenhouse is like... It is
Bro, that for the first comment is funny to say on a pod, not to his face. I don't think. Like, yo, remember when you murdered people?
Right.
Like, even if you're innocent, like that's and he is innocent, but like like even if you're found not guilty, it fucks with you. I wouldn't want someone being like, remember that time you murdered a bunch of people?
Right. And
Which
like,
is probably why I wouldn't go on a media
that's
tour.
That's the thing. That's where it's like he's on this media tour because this is a cash grab and he's going to be a Republican hero. He's probably he said on this interview he wants to be a lawyer now. He wants to like lean into this. Fine, whatever.
Every fucking 18-year-old like kid wants to be a lawyer. Like every single you like everyone who applied to college is like, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Right.
And then you realize
you're not fucking smart enough.
and there's nothing good about it.
And him being like, this you shouldn't be congratulating this. You shouldn't like glorify this. It's like, well, that's what the whole media tour is. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be on a media tour if you didn't kill those people.
Right.
There's no story. You didn't do anything if you didn't kill those people. And whether or not that's why I don't really put the blame. I mean, you got to put the blame on him. If he's going to be an 18-year-old, he's going to be an adult, he's going to be he can own a gun, he can shoot those people, can stand trial as an adult. You got to treat him as an adult and be like, you should have had some class and like don't be tone deaf here and just like fall back a little bit. Whether or not, no matter what you think, those people were scumbags, the one was a rapist, they deserved it, self-defense. All that can be true, is true. Court of law found it to be true, fine. But then just chill for a minute. But you're not. You want to capitalize. So he's fucking putting on the full court press. So he's like one level of scumbag. The other people, like the adults in the room, being like, "Yeah, get the kid who fucking killed them to fuck it," like because it's a win. It's a victory lap for them for their like politics, and then so that's kind of like politically kind of weird to me to be like, we're gonna use this 18-year-old kid who went through something traumatic to prop up my political beliefs. But then on top of it, we're gonna talk about sex. And he says, "What are you looking for in a woman?" And he clearly, Kyle's like, and he just goes, "Yeah." And Rittenhouse is like, "Yeah."
Man.
I like a girl with a little bit of butt.
Oh god, a little bit of
This is pedophilia.
slim waist, big.
This is
That's what I mean.
pedophilia. This is pedophilia. We gotta cut this.
Right?
We gotta cut this. This is pedophilia.
Like there is a level of like,
I'm a
what do
pedophile
you,
now. This sucks.
What do you guys do? Yeah, just hearing that.
It was
I
that
gotta put
was
myself on a
that
list.
was the most perverted thing I've ever watched in my life. That was very uncomfortable.
At one point he goes, what ethnicities? And Kyle Rittenhouse is like, I like all ethnicities. And he's like, you like them slim? You like them skinny? And he's like, nah, I like them thick. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That was so uncomfortable. It's beyond belief. But I guess like shout out to him for even saying this stuff into a camera. Like I wouldn't, when I was 18 years old, I wouldn't like talk about my sexual proclivities into a camera. But I guess nothing ages you like a murder spree in a corporate trial.
Grew up real quick. Real quick.
National trial. I meant.
That guy's fucking, man. That guy's fucking now, John. He became a man. He's slinging dick.
Not a murder spree, a kill spree.
Like it is. I mean, that'll age you real quick, man. And then he was like,
all right, I'm an adult now. I like a little bit of butt. Hey, that video right there, like, bro, you shouldn't hold guns.
Yeah, right. A kid who says, "I like a little bit of butt," and when someone does this to you, you go, "Yeah."
Boobs,
That means you're not.
I like boobs too. Yeah.
I mean, really. I said one more podcast, and he would have been talking about bags of sand. It was that like 40-year-old virgin level. And then,
nothing I like more than a nice fucking big boob.
with
Yeah.
boobs with nipples.
Oh
That's what
my
I like.
god! When
they're round
when
and
I
they're
see a
big.
butt, I'm just like, fuck! I love butts.
I just want to butt fuck.
Yeah.
I wanna fuck those
Oh,
boobs.
they're
butts.
like, oh, someone's gonna take his virgin. I'm like, oh, too late.
Stop. And then he said,
I'm
fuck,
like,
he said,
I've already put
fuck
my
you, LeBron.
P in V.
He said, fuck you, LeBron, straight up.
I could see that.
Didn't even say
that's,
fuck LeBron, but be like, fuck you, LeBron.
I think that's a very fair statement. I think that tweet from LeBron was
Think about lemons.
pretty out of control.
Also, whether or not you even, if you agree or disagree, like, he has every right to be like, fuck LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if you side with his tweet, you have to understand the person that was on trial being like, well, fuck you, dude. That's
if it's like bro, like LeBron, bro, I fucking kill people in the streets, dude. Like that's just straight up what happened, man. I fucking killed motherfuckers in the street. Okay,
you want to talk shit? You want to act like a tough guy? How many motherfuckers have you gunned down, LeBron? You want to talk tough? I shoot motherfuckers with my AR. Okay. Remember that Kevin Garnett clip? That was Kyle Rittenhouse in real life. Got a couple Mac 11s, a couple AR-15s, going to Kenosha about to gun motherfuckers down. That's what Kyle Rittenhouse was in real life. You fucking talk about it. Rittenhouse is about it. He's about that life. You fucking put it on a record. Kyle Rittenhouse does it in real life, tough guys.
That just got a slow turn from Nick. Yeah.
I walked out to get a granola bar. I come back. We are fucked. I don't know what's going on.
We are cooking. I said, what kind of podcasts? What kind of podcast would talk about tits and ass and hating LeBron? Who would ever make their money that way? No respectable media or blog group would ever make money off of sex and fucking LeBron. Go ahead, Kyle. Do your thing, man. Go ahead. Where does this go from here for Kyle Rittenhouse? Does he just have his own podcast next?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just gonna be doing this like every week.
Yeah.
The Rittenhouse show.
He's gonna be the stat guy of Louder with Crowder.
That boy.
Stat boy.
Yes. He's gonna make.
Tony Reale, what do you think?
He's gonna make so much money just off the backs of everybody who rides for that, and listen, give it a couple years. You give him some like truth serum. Like, what's the best thing that's ever happened to you?
Kill me.
That night, killing people. If I didn't kill people, I would just be like some dork who never even got to touch butts.
Yeah.
Never even got to see boobs. Man. I killed a couple junkies, and now I get to have sex.
Never lost my virginity to a patriotic mom.
It's probably like exactly what it was. Him and
she made me do the fucking Pledge of Allegiance first.
If Kyle Rittenhouse and Poop Girl were to have a kid, it would be. I mean, that's. I don't even know what kind of creature comes out of that.
Kyle Rittenhouse was so confused when he took off that patriotic mom's pants. He's like, "Fuck, it's the flag. I can't get on my knees." I stand.
Standing 69
That's how they
only.
fucking just both. Like, she's laying there. He's standing up.
Goodness gracious. All right, more Am I the Assholes? What do we got? We've got, am I the asshole for not giving my babies, quote, normal names? Huh? I'm 24. My fiance is a 27 male. 24-year-old girl, 27-year-old male. We're currently expecting twin boys after trying for a year. We've never been more happy. My family is non-religious. His are practicing Catholics. He is not. 7 months along, and his family are asking what we're thinking of naming them. We've already decided on their names. Phoenix Gray and Griffin Dean. That's a male and porn star. It's a female and male porn star name right there.
Okay.
Phoenix Gray and Griffin Dean.
Bro, I've watched Phoenix Gray get fucked in the ass.
Phoenix Gray is a porn star name, right?
No, but
I don't. I feel like Google it. I feel like Phoenix Gray might actually be a porn star.
I probably don't know
But
her.
Phoenix Marie
Sasha Grey.
and James Dean are coming. Yeah, Phoenix Gray's gotta be.
Author.
Oh, that looked like a porn star for a second.
Yeah. Super secret nerd pen. Yeah.
Phoenix Gray and Griffin Dean. We've never been ones for run-of-the-mill names. My name is out of the ordinary. My fiance goes by his middle name, Cassius. The idea of calling our children, not that these names are wrong or bad, Daniel or Thomas or Samuel just doesn't fit with us. It's not us. My in-laws are furious. 1, because they're not traditional names. 2, because they do not bear any affiliation to family members. My fiance is named after his grandfather. His sister is named after his aunt, etc., etc., etc. And 3, because they're mythical creatures. They're mythical creatures from other cultures. That is apparently what they dislike the most. But we really love the names. We already have a girl's name picked out too, Valkyrie Lee.
Hell
to
yeah!
pay homage to my Danish grandparents that cared for me when I was a teen. We actually okay.
I don't think any of these are that bad. They are abnormal names, but I think
cool.
They're these are all. These are. When I heard like are we assholes giving them non-traditional names, I was kind of like, boy, they are gonna be assholes. I think these are fine names. I think they're interesting, kind of like There's not like, what the fuck? That's a
No.
crazy name.
I think it almost it's you're setting your kids up one way or the other. You might have two, like you might have a pop star and a fucking president on your hands. Like Phoenix Gray's got the new album out and Griffin Dean's on his first term, you know? Or you got two kids who are like, I don't know, gonna get bullied because they don't live up to their cool ass name. It's like Phoenix Gray, you're a fucking loser, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's just you're gonna stand out because of your name,
for sure.
And whether you want that or not, you know, maybe if you have a weird name, you might get bullied. If you have a cool name, it might become a thing. It can go one way or the other, but it's definitely not gonna just be like the safe play. Which I do feel like kind of give your kids a blank slate to work with.
How so?
Like, don't start on one way or the
have
other.
rather unique names.
I guess so. As I was about to say
Yeah.
that, I was like, but I don't think of Shay and Keegan as like, these are like cocky names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these feel like you're writing a book and you're trying to have like a character with a cool name, which is like, if you're, you know, that's what you're doing for your kid.
Yeah.
Like, so like maybe we should do more of that. But also, you know, why don't I just name my kid Wolverine then? Why didn't I name my son Wolverine
I had a buddy
Clancy?
named Logan, and I thought he was like the coolest
thing.
person. I
Yeah.
was like,
So that
Logan?
it does. So that could be a thing. It could be a good thing. I agree though that these aren't bad enough. Like Apple when
Right.
that's like a lame word.
Yeah.
That also isn't a name. It's like what? Ugh. But Phoenix Gray and Griffin Dean is. Those are main character names. You know?
I was thinking about that recently when that person was like, "Oh, it's nice to meet another John," and I was just thinking
That
about
was
names
insane.
a lot, and it was like,
Where did we get off just given like why did everybody go with John?
"Oh, I don't know."
And Tom and like all the normal names where it was just like you could make up another word or there's a million names to go with, but a lot of you just chose John, you know? It's like, they'll just have the same name. Well, fucking why? That's gonna be confusing. That's gonna be weird. Why don't you just have it? You know? Why do people just repeat names?
Dude, like I said, we had 9 in my family. Some of them died, but we had 9.
Well, it's always like religious reasons.
Yeah.
And then if you name it after family, you have a lot of them, and then it's gonna beget a lot of them, you know? But I don't know. Come up with some
Come with some
shit.
Phoenix Grays.
Yeah.
That is, I think if you do that, I think though either of those names are cool ass kids because there is a cool story. They're fucking Nordic gods. Like the parents seem. It's not like we want to be different. It's like there is like there
They have
is
reasoning
still
behind
family connection to
Yeah,
it, and it
yeah.
is. Those are good names. Fuck you, not the asshole.
My favorite
Fuck your parents. Fuck your
stories that are.
fathers.
I think they're true, but they at this point they've kind of become urban legends. But I think they were always born out of like truth. Is have you ever heard of Absidy?
No.
The name Absidy. It's just ABCD,
No.
and it's pronounced Absidy. And there was
There-
there's Nosmo King, and it was it's just no smoking. Someone was like looking at a no smoking sign when they were like coming up with the name, and there was like Nosmo King. There was
It's the coldest.
the coldest. There was Ladasha, but it was spelled like L-A hyphen
Hey.
A. Like Ladasha. Some names out there, there's absolutely
There were
wild.
for a period of time. I would guess that it's gone down, but like in like Sports Center's heyday, there were Espins being born.
Really?
Yeah,
Espen. That sucks.
that sucks. Now.
See, those are stupid.
right?
Because that's like your parents were like goofy and just like, wouldn't that be funny? Like we named you after a fucking channel.
Yeah,
I named
that's-
you after a sign on the wall.
Bought stock high.
Yeah, you're right. This will never fade. This will always be cool. So yeah, all right, I'm with them. I think the parents are the asshole, or the grandparents or whatever. The rest of the family assholes. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my husband in writing after I canceled all his family invitations to a Christmas celebration at our house? I'm gonna go to the too long didn't read just real quick. Too long didn't read. My husband invited his family without telling me, so I canceled, and he wants a formal apology. I want to get into the written part of this. So whatever. They threw, he planned a party, canceled it. I ended up sending a mass text to everyone who received the invitation explaining that we will not be hosting. He found out and went off on me, calling my behavior outrageously appalling, and said that I broke his word to his family and made him look small with no authority. In a very strict tone, I replied that I didn't sign up to host a celebration and accommodate 26 people while pregnant, taking care of a toddler, and working. He later talked about how I disrespected his father and him. And with that, I said I demanded a handwritten apology for canceling the event and for being insensitive towards him and undermining his authority in front of his family. But I said no apology from me in any form will be coming. What do you think?
So she just canceled the party?
Do you want me to go do the details?
Yeah,
whole-
you give it to us.
Yeah.
Basically, dude's dad died. He decided he's gonna take over. They used to host everything at their house, at like the
That's
dad's
it. Okay,
house.
that's important. Yeah.
Okay.
My father-in-law passed away a year ago. My husband decided, as the man of the family, to host Christmas at our house. Unbeknownst to me, he sent out invitations for a 5-day Christmas celebration to his entire family, which is 26 members. I found out about it by accident, and I was too shocked to react. I confronted him on it. He said I shouldn't be surprised and that get used to it because after his father's death, he's now the family's head, and all major family events will be held in our house and in his presence. Okay, that's
his
important. detail.
presence?
This is, I think this is somewhere in the middle, leaning towards she's still right. You can't plan a thing for 26 people unless you're gonna take care of all of it. Like if it's like, honey, you should get in the kitchen and start cooking,
right,
and she's
right.
pregnant and working and taking care of a toddler, and it's like, fuck that.
Yeah. Who are you, Coach Taylor?
Right, yeah, unless you are a Texas high school football coach. No.
Yeah.
So, like, I think she
Honey,
has,
the fucking team's coming over today.
Yeah.
And guess what? Tammy wouldn't stand for that shit.
no, she wouldn't.
Tammy
She-
said, "Oh,
or-
I better get on the grill then,
right,
Coach."
Right. So, you can't do that. I think, though, like, if the guy's dad just died, he's clearly going through some sort of, like, I need to step up for my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his heart was in the right place, like, of being like, I need to, like,
It was
fill
his
the void.
father-in-law, though, wasn't it?
Her father-in-law, so his father.
Okay.
So his dad dies, and he's like,
then
I
mind your
gotta-
business, bro.
What?
Mind your business.
The girl or the guy?
Nah, the guy. Mind your business.
It's kind of his business, no?
Nah, it's not his dad.
It's his dad.
Okay, so hang on. Okay.
When the wife says my father-in-law, that means
That's
the
his
husband's dad.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So his father died, and he's like, I need to fill the void of my father, and this Christmas we're gonna come to my house, and I'll like be, you know, the rock of the family. I think that's like a good thought.
That's some big time guy shit.
big time. That's where
I'll be the rock of the family. Babe,
Honey?
can you handle all this?
Yeah. Honey, fix this. Do it.
Yeah, babe, can you do fucking
Like,
everything?
this works, you know, 250 years ago.
Right,
This
yeah.
works in like, you
I
know,
am the head of the household. Where's the market? You want me to get what?
exactly. So that's where it's somewhere in the middle.
I will protect my family. I will provide for my family. Everyone, guess what? His whole family is like, fucking, hopefully Rick doesn't try to act like dad because that dude
He
sucks.
sucks. Yeah, like there's no way he could fill the void of dad. Like his son, yeah, it clearly didn't get passed on to that generation.
Wish God took you instead,
Yes,
Rick.
right. I think that then he's got some like, you know, masculinity issues with being like, you took away my authority.
How tall is Rick,
but
you think?
Probably like 5'6".
Yeah.
That's the problem. But I do believe there is some level of like, I don't know, if I was like trying to plan something and my wife like canceled it without talking to me and everyone in my family was kind of like, oh wow, like, well, she wears the pants in that relationship, huh? Part of me might be like, what the fuck, man?
I'd be like, yeah.
But she wears the pants.
I'd be like, yeah, she fucking wears the pants.
I don't
Why
get-
is anyone surprised? Why does anyone care? It's like, why is anyone surprised when the woman wears the pants in the family?
I don't know if this is our people, but like me, you, my friends, family, like all like the Irish people I know, I guess. The mom runs everything.
Runs the fucking show.
Like, I don't know many people at all, if any, maybe a couple, who like the father, the patriarch is like, dad makes all the decisions and the women like cower away. My dad's like, ask your mom.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
It
like, Dad,
was-
can you do this? I don't know. Like, ask your mom. Your mom like runs the money. Your mom runs the family, the events, the this, the that. Like, even there are times I'll call my dad for something. Like the one thing is like, if there's something I think that like directly my dad can help me with, my mom will be like, why are you calling your father? Why aren't you talking to me? Like,
Yeah,
no,
like a-
fucking dad can help me with that. No, talk to me first. It's like the mob boss. Like you got to run through me.
It is a funny time. That might be one of the times you become a man in life, when you realize, because all you've heard your whole life as a child is like, oh, you'll be the man of the house,
Right.
blah blah blah.
The moment you
Where
realize,
the moment
that
you
doesn't
realize
mean shit.
the man in the house has a vagina, is you're like, oh
Yup.
shit, mom runs everything.
Yeah, it's some
Like-
Becky Lynch shit. She's the man.
Yeah, like it was. Like you were always scared to ask your dad for stuff. You're like, wait, he's the pushover.
Yeah, he's gonna give it to me.
I'm
afraid of her, not him.
She's the one.
Yes.
with the iron
She's
fist.
a bitch. Dad's cool. He's just like one of us. Mom's a bitch.
He's also a captive here. She makes him pay rent. the whole rent.
He wants to run away also. Yeah, that's a moment for
It's like
every
some,
guy.
Some you're like,
Yeah.
all right. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have it any other way because if anyone else was in charge of the house, we'd all be dead.
Right. It'd be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
It'd be total chaos. Nobody. We'd like forget to eat.
Right? Yo,
You know.
here's a bowl of cereal and a dog bowl, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you put in
But
cereal? A juice
all
box?
of that, all of that being said, I think that biologically or socially or whatever, there's still something about guys needing to feel like there's at least a facade of masculinity about them. So women are probably moms and wives and women are probably within their rights to be like, shut the fuck up. No, we're not doing this. We're doing it my way. I'm canceling your plans. Yeah. But if you don't want to have major issues, probably do it in a massage that. Make it seem a little bit like it's his idea or loop him in on canceling it.
Yeah,
because
that
you will
seems
have a
fair.
husband who's going to be fuck you then.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like-
It seems fair to inform him that it'll be canceled, but it also is fair to cancel it.
It's almost like don't embarrass. The rule is almost like don't embarrass your spouse in front of people. Like, I'll emasculate the fuck out of you behind closed doors, but I won't do it in front of other people. Like, listen, we know that I don't have any authority here. We know that you wear the pants. Don't rub that in my face in front of my whole family. Let me at least pick up the phone and say,
Do you think
"Cancel."
you raised a man?
Right.
I'll show you what you raised. She walks out like Hamlet with your head on a stake. This is what you raised! Starts eating her own box with your fucking separate head.
We've reached the severed head eating box portion of
back
the
at
show.
your family, like fucking. What is that in the opening of Gladiator when they come out with the head?
Merry Christmas.
You call this a man?
Yeah. That's what most women are like, man. They will chop your head off and fucking make an example out of you. It's so What's so funny though is every wife like that eventually becomes a mom that gets cut out and shit on by the new wife. You know what I mean?
No.
Like my mom was is an asshole to my dad and his family, but then if one of the wives of her kids are like that, she's like,
Oh yeah.
why is she like that? Bitch, what? You're the queen of that. You know what I mean? It's all fucking cyclical, you know? All right, let's get into voicemails now. Brought to you by Simplisafe. It's the holiday season. You don't want to have a Home Alone situation. You don't want to have burglars running up in your house, trying to steal all your presents from Santa, putting the fucking faucets on and flooding your house, or burning it down like my neighbor's house. You don't want any of these bad things to happen in your home. You want to protect your loved ones. And you don't want to
continue.
You don't want to lose any loved ones or belongings. You want to feel safe every night, whether you're talking about from crooks and robbers, or you're talking about fire or earthquake or flood, natural disasters of any kind. 24/7 security and protection from all the various agencies, if you will, cops and firemen and poison control and all that. It's rated one of the #1 home security systems. It's the easiest. Let me just put it this way. When you get a home for the first time, when you are a guy who's, the wife is like, you got to make sure our house is safe. Name another fucking company. I don't even know another one. Just go to Simplisafe.
Yeah.
It's just the premier home security system now. We've been talking about it for years. Everybody knows about it. It's the easiest. It's the most affordable. You can set it up yourself. You don't have to have any other people come to your house. They now have cameras for the inside and outside, and everything starts at just over $100. So it's cheap and easy. You are a buffoon. You are particularly stupid today.
Why?
This is your dumbest in a while. I love it. I'm just gonna mimic him. Muppet over here. Simplisafe is everybody's home security company, and I'm no exception. I love it. John's an idiot. John would never use this because he's a fucking moron. He's a big, dumb baby child with a fat head that now can't move because he injected poison into it. So go to Simplisafe.com. slash KFC Radio. That's SIMPLI safe.com/KFC Radio for 40% off your entire system. Get that holiday deal today. SIMPLI safe.com/KFC Radio. Moron. First up, what do we got?
What's up, KFC Radio, Feits, KFC, Paz.
What a head of hair on this
Zach,
guy.
Jackie, Nick. It's your boy Mello from the 30 Rows Up podcast. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, 30 Rows Up. But I had a question for you guys. What is the most controversial take that you have? I got really offended by Feits last week or on Thanksgiving, saying that butternut squash was better than mashed potatoes. I pretty much boycotted
That's insane.
The last 2 episodes.
I'm sorry, I apologize for that. It's
Of
an idiotic
KFC
take.
Radio for that. My biggest controversial take, I think, is eggnog can be year-round. I know we're in December. It's for holidays, mainly Christmas. But I think it could be used year-round or drank year-round. You don't want ice cream in the summer? Have a nice cold glass of eggnog.
But I do want ice cream.
That's my take.
Yeah,
That's very controversial.
weird
But I think eggnog, it can be
Eggnog's
year-round.
gross, right?
I
These guys-
honestly
I don't
don't know if
even
I've ever
think I know
had
it.
it.
Eggnog just grosses me out, so I don't think I've had it either because the idea of this carton of like milky,
Yeah.
thick alcohol freaks me out.
Yeah, I mean, I drink it, but like,
It's a rum
not.
drink,
It's not
right?
something
so I'm
we
not
have.
like a rum guy.
Yeah, I think it is rum.
Yeah.
But you can do it with whiskey too. I think.
Yeah,
But
maybe they
you-
need to do that. Like they need to rebrand eggnog with whiskey or vodka or something a little better than rum.
I could be wrong. Maybe you can't. Like I said, I never had it. We.
Could do whatever you want.
I feel like you grow up in houses. I didn't grow up in an eggnog house. No one ever drank eggnog.
Right,
So
right.
I never drank eggnog.
Right. No, I also think you're gonna have a hard time making that year round, but I don't think anyone's gonna be drinking eggnog.
Yeah,
in the
you
middle of
want a fucking
summer.
cup of cum in July?
Yeah.
No thanks.
No. No, siree. No, siree.
Yeah. You know when you gotta get a fucking the milk carton of egg whites and you squash it around and make gross
You
noises.
ever want to drink that in the hot summer?
Yeah. You ever get thirsty while you do that?
Gross.
The
The most controversial take.
butternut squash is, look, I'll admit that one is. I might have been a prisoner of the moment.
Oh, come on. Walk that
there's-
back right this moment.
It's the.
If you're on death row, you have one less chance. You need to make a meal with a side. You're not doing butternut squash. You're doing mashed potatoes. Fuck you.
I do a potato.
No,
mashed
walk
potatoes-
it back right now.
Mashed potatoes is not my favorite way to consume potato.
Whatever. That's not the question.
No, but it also fun fact.
That's
about,
a red herring.
Fun,
or some
fu-
shit.
fun fact about butternut squash.
Really? Are there any fun facts about
It
butternut
doesn't
squash?
take to heat.
No, who knew?
Yeah, when I was microwaving my meals the next day and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Which I was substituting butternut squash for mashed potatoes in my turkey sandwiches.
That didn't work out well,
But
did it?
everything else would get hot, but the butternut squash, no hot.
I could just see this motherfucking dumb, brain dead caveman taking out his plate from the microwave, going, "No hot, nut squash, no hot, meat hot, peas hot, nut squash, no hot." Fucking retard. No hot, does not take. Microwaves no work. What a fucking moron you are. I can just see you like serving a plate and being like, "Here you go, butternut squash, no hot." No hot? Yeah, no hot. You mean it's cold? Yeah, no hot. Like I said, no hot. You telling me that it's just cold? It's lacking hot. Absence of heat, no hot. Fucking moron, I hate you. I'll tell you my most controversial take. John's a good podcast co-host. John's a good person to fucking hit your wagon to for a career. That's my most controversial take. Bonehead.
Oh man.
No, I think my most controversial take is that, well, I don't think it's controversial at all. I think it's fucking clear as day that Derek Jeter's a bad teammate.
Bad teammate?
Yeah.
How come? I don't disagree with you. I'm just trying to.
He not moving positions for A-Rod was ridiculous. He's the worst shortstop of all time.
Yeah.
And A-Rod at
That's
the time
true.
was the greatest shortstop of all time. And then when A-Rod was like floundering with the New York media and the fans, but was like a fucking machine and would have been a better baseball player and the team would have been better if fans and the media accepted him. All Derek Jeter had to do was like wave his magic wand and be like, this guy's awesome. This guy is my favorite, so he should be yours too. And all the problems would have go away. And he just let him flounder in that storm his entire career. And that's why that team, which was so good, only walked away with one title.
Strong argument.
And anybody who really thinks like Derek Jeter says all the right things, right? And so at the end of the day, you got to tip your cap to that because he's smart about it. But you don't think that Derek Jeter, like inside behind closed doors, is not a diva, is not like I'm the fucking man, like an arrogant, conceited superstar like they all are, thinking that he's just like some everyday guy.
And
like,
didn't know the
fuck
power
you.
he had
Right.
with the media.
Like, come on. He knew exactly what he was doing the whole time, and he picked and chose who got it and who was on his side and who wasn't on his side and played favorites. And that, to me, that's not like, you know, the leader of the clubhouse.
I think it's pretty fair.
Fuck you, Derek Jeter. Next up. Whoa, buddy. We gotta work on the angles.
Yo, what's up, KFC, Feits, everybody else there at KFC Radio. First time caller, not super long time listener, but I
Wow.
have cut up on all your guys' episodes.
Fuck. Sweet hair.
And I got
It'll be the national
probably a pretty strange story, I'd say. So, yesterday I'm scrolling through the hub, and doing my thing, trying to find a good video to get off on and then relax for the rest of the night and do absolutely nothing.
A lot of details.
And nothing was really, getting it done for me. So I was pretty deep into the pages
Say something crazy.
when I came across something called horror porn. And
How about that?
you guys can probably look it up and
shall
just
receive.
see how fucking weird it is. But so after I get off to this, I am instantly ashamed, just looking in the mirror like, what the hell have I done and who am I? And so come to today though, I'm at work and I work with like pool equipment and stuff, and I scraped my arm on some fiberglass. I split 2 of my fingers open, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is because I watched the devil fuck 2 demon subordinates in the ass. And I just can't help to think that it was karma telling me, what the fuck are you doing, man? And so I just it brings me to my question is have you guys ever had instant karma come back and bite you in
ever
the
watched
ass?
porn so graphic that you thought the universe fucked you over immediately after as a punishment? While you're at your job with pool equipment?
What is? Yeah.
Could you imagine? Yo, man, what do you do? I work with pool. Rock on, dude. Rock on, brother.
What is what? I mean, like, what's
Let me
horror-
tell you
what's
something.
horror porn?
First of all,
What's
let me tell you
like,
something that's going on
is
with
horror
me.
porn what we watched the other day?
Let me tell you something that's going on with me. When I go to my browser,
Yeah.
I have frequently visited,
Correct.
right? So I just click that. But somehow that ended up being, where's the bottom? Page 4.
Oh, really?
Now, do you think there's a correlation? I think page 1 is better than page 2 is better than page 3 as you go deeper.
I don't even.
I don't think
Brother, I don't know what's on page 2.
didn't even know you could go another tab over. I'm not saying it's like you'll find some good ones, but like I just think the front page, top shelf is like they put it up there for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's like page 2 of Google needn't exist.
Right,
So
right.
Page 2 of Pornhub.
So but sometimes don't get me wrong, you'll find some gems. That's where you find some of the weird shit that we're into because page 1 is for fucking pussies. But page 1 also has like the names and the goods and stuff. So I'm just saying that for the last little while, every time I've opened up porn, I've been page 4ing it, which is just a different experience.
Mine, I always get rid of mine.
Might be good, might be worse. Like, I don't know, page 4, top it. It just says, I love being fingered and fisted. You're not gonna find that on page 1.
No,
probably not gonna find that on page 1.
You don't find a fist on page 1.
You're not gonna find the fist.
You find a fingy, not a fisty.
You're not gonna find Annika Albright in a tub full of white milk, sucking and fucking with chocolate sauce on her ass. You're not gonna find that.
I don't mix the chocolate sauce into the
milk
into the anything but.
What?
I don't like the chocolate sauce in the butt area.
Where do you like the chocolate sauce?
Nowhere, particularly.
It's like the chocolate sauce.
But
look how big that dick is.
That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime.
Bro, that's a piece of pool equipment. That's not a penis. That's pool equipment. That's ridiculous. That's page 4.
Yeah.
That's a page 4 dick.
Page 4
That's a page 4
dick. Medieval torture forms of impalement.
Yeah.
Which is
destroying my ass by squatting with anal on a friend's fist. That's page 4.
A lot of fist on page 4.
Apparently.
The Pornhub's a sucker for alliteration.
Yeah, page 4 fists. Yeah, I mean, it's just different experience.
Yeah.
But let's go to horror porn now.
Because
I think we watched that the other day.
We watched, if that dude's coming to that, man.
That's fucked. If you come to that, I mean, I'm not gonna judge you, but like that's.
Nah, I'll handle the judgment. Yeah.
Halloween horror bath, pure taboo, depraved fertility treatments for desperate women. If you come to that,
depraved fertility treatments.
This looks kind of cool. I could probably come to this. It was like a girl showing up at like a clinic, and it looks like they drug her and then fucking cum in her.
Jesus!
There's some sort of passed out. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that part. Only I'm seeing this. It doesn't look as bad as what I just described.
My favorite thing is sleep assault.
Yeah. You knew the name, brother. I knew the name.
The sleep assault was a thing when we were coming up in the porn game.
Yeah.
And even then I was like, this seems a little fucked up.
But like
then I think they stopped with sleep. I think that they might have run out of business.
I'm going to search that in a second because I bet you it's still around. These things, like the sexorcism of Alyssa Noir, that's fine. My stepsister came to play.
Don't get me wrong.
The monster under my bed hasn't had sex. The monster under my bed hasn't had sex in 1,000 years. I think I'm in on horror porn.
Every day he's just screaming while she's fucking. He's like, not again!
It's year 1000.
She always brings a guy home and I'm right here waiting for her. She says she wants a guy like me, but I'm a guy like me.
We just made the horror monster into some simp. Some fucking simp. Well, he hasn't been laid in 1,000 years, so he's got to be a simp. Hellraiser, like, masks. Some of this is fine. Some of this is weird.
I've watched pagan-themed pornography.
Pagans, huh? You say?
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, Catholic?
Well, pagan is devilish.
That's not true.
Is it not?
Pagan, that's ignorant of you.
Well,
pagan,
not the first time.
Pagan has come to mean that, but pagan just simply means like unorthodox religious.
Yeah, like the Christmas tree is pagan symbolism.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
So,
something like that.
So don't worry, I'm not a fucking idiot. But I guess I was using the modern definition of it.
my neo-contemporalism. I'll tell you what.
The Pope would shit his pants if he heard you say that's what paganism meant.
This mullet friend of ours working in the pool industry, you can come to whatever you want. Universe doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know why you cut your fingers
God's
and stub your
better.
toes? Because you're a bad pool employee. You're a bad pool equipment employee, man. That's why. They didn't know that you came to fucking some nun like
God's got better stuff to do
cemetery.
and figure out what gets your fucking loads happy.
God's busy fucking eradicating kids around the world and shit. You know, he's got. You want to talk about horror porn? Let's talk about Catholicism. That's horror porn. Fuck.
God's a little busy making sure Kyle Rittenhouse's plate is full of fucking butts with a little bit of fat on them.
Last voicemail today brought to you by Thursday Boot Company. You know the name. We released our boots a few years ago. We released our sneakers with a spin-off company of theirs, nothing new. So we are fully in bed with Thursday Boots, whether you're talking about the boots or the sneakers or their leather goods. They've got leather jackets and bombers on the way in their repertoire. They've got the Chelsea boots, the military boots. They've got suede. They've got leather, black, brown, olive, all sorts of different colors, all sorts of different materials, all sorts of different styles at honest prices with quality materials. They make sure all the they're very smart people. The guy over there, Nolan, who runs Thursday Boots, really smart dude who has figured out how to work the internet, how to figure out how to manufacture shoes, and he figured out how to do that at its most inexpensive, and he passes on all those savings to you. He probably easily could just stuff all that money in his pockets, still charge the same amount of price, and just fuck you guys. But he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And that's
Nice
honorable. That's
guy.
what I would do. I'd be like, we're going to sell the boots for the regular prices, and I'm going to take all the profits. But Nolan's better than I am. And so you make sure you can get these boots for $149. These should usually be like $400 when you're talking about the leather and the suede and the materials they use. But just $149 with free shippings and free returns. I've got, I think, like 3 or 4 pairs of boots and, of course, the Moonman sneakers. So handcrafted of the highest quality materials. And right now you can get your pair at Thursday Boots, ThursdayBoots.com, ThursdayBoots.com. Get a pair of high-quality boots that you'll be wearing for years at an honest price. ThursdayBoots.com. Check them out. Last one. What do we got?
What's up, KFC? Feits. Best gang in the business.
Yay!
Just calling right now. Escaped the house for a little bit. Got the in-laws staying with us for 4 days.
No horror porn for
Of course,
this guy.
I'm constantly volunteering to go pick up lunch, all that shit. Get out of the house some. But I've been thinking about this for a while and figured I'm just going to call and get you guys' thoughts on it. I know I'm a Scrooge. I hate doing decorating for Christmas, all that shit. Because I don't have any kids, we always go places for Christmas. I feel like if you are not hosting Christmas and you do not have kids, that decorating, spending the hours putting up lights, tree, ornaments, all that shit is just a giant waste of time. And I feel like people shit on Halloween adults and Disney adults. And I feel like Christmas adults just get a pass.
I think I love this take.
Interested to hear you guys' thoughts, if anyone's on my side,
You know
or
what?
if I just...
What's this guy's name? I'm going to call him Kyle.
What is it?
Matt. I don't agree with Kyle, but I'll defend his right to date. This is a great take. This is a logical take.
Yeah, no, it is. I disagree as well, but it's
Like
logical.
here's where I'm half and half. I will like get the tree out because it's fake. I just get it out, and I start to set it up, and I'll get like one burst of energy, and then that's it. And however much gets decorated, then I'm done because I'm like anything more than this is ridiculous. I'm just doing now. I have kids, so I'm doing it for them. But like I got out the tree, I got out these fucking snowflakes, these hanging snowflakes, and then I got out the train. And the tracks are broken. Like, they broke, and now I can't put it together. And I was like...
I would like to meet the, I guess it's a Grinch-like creature who goes around for 11 and a half months a year and just breaks Christmas ornaments that are in boxes.
Right?
It doesn't make any sense.
I get the lights out. They're broken. How do the lights break? I didn't like shake them in the box. They just sat there for a year.
Ornaments. It's train tracks. I guess
There is some little like gnome that runs around. Just
it's bananas. It is.
It's
Like,
crazy.
I've never had a seamless, smooth Christmas operation.
No,
I
never.
would put the Christmas operation 10.
and like so I did the tree. I did the snowflakes. I was doing the train, and I was like, okay, well, there's no train this year because it's broken, and that's it. And I have kids, so that's fucked up. But if you don't have kids and it's just you and another grown adult, and you're like, let's make this pretty so that we feel like we're in the North Pole, it's like that's kind of fucking weird.
It's a little odd, but it's also like I don't hate. There's a middle ground for all of these things, right?
Yes.
Like
I get festive as fuck. I like it.
Yeah, because it's like fucking anything where it's like
take
eating
it to the
healthy. It's
extreme.
like going to
Yeah.
the gym. It's going to therapy. It's things that are a bit of a hassle that make you happier.
Yes.
So it is like, yeah, that night kind of, it doesn't even suck because you have a glass of wine, you put on some music, you make
gotta
it
do
fun.
it right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, this guy, his wife sucks. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening
That
here.
is
when he.
that's our
my
thing is-
default.
Yeah, it's A, break up, B,
Yeah.
wife sucks.
For like the first 5 years of KFC Radio, remember that? It was like break up with your girlfriend, and now it's basically they didn't, and now it's like your wife sucks. But like this is because the night that he has to put out his ornaments sucks for him.
Yeah.
Because his wife sucks.
But
if she's cool, if that night is
I don't
fun,
know if I'm ready to declare Kyle's wife sucks.
his name's Matt. It's not Kyle.
We know, but you said it.
I said Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay,
we're
okay.
going with Kyle.
Yeah, all right. Let's make up a fictional guy so he can shit on his wife.
Matt is
Kyle
Kyle.
and his wife Sarah. Sarah sucks because when they put up the ornaments, like something goes wrong or it's his fault that they're broken, and now he's because every year if he did this and it was fun, he wouldn't be a Scrooge about it. But something goes wrong every year that he does it because his in-laws are over or his wife sucks or whatever. So he's like, why are we doing this? Let's just like watch TV. But if you make it fun, if you have some wine, you put on the songs, you put on your favorite Christmas movie, you do it, it's not too much, it's not too stressful, then what's even to complain about? If that all becomes a hassle and you are not dealing with any children and you have to like make their holiday experience good, then fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think also like there
Fuck
is something to coming home in the house smelling like pine and like you have a little bit like, oh, this is like, it is a fun time. I'm a big Christmas guy.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
Yeah.
really decorate
I like
that
that.
much, but I am like I like the Christmas season.
I go home in the
a
Christmas
lot.
season.
It's not very
looking-
unique. It's not like, whoa, look
No.
at this guy, he's a trendsetter.
But like I go home every night being like, am I gonna watch a Christmas movie tonight, or like let me check out some Christmas things, and I want it to look and feel and candles and I do all that.
Right.
But if you didn't, I'm not, and you're just two adults, I'm not gonna begrudge you.
No, I don't think so. I think you're missing out. I think you're missing out on a community that would welcome you with open arms. But if you want to do it that way, then.
But like he describes, like we make fun of Disney adults who take it too far, and we make fun
Yeah.
of Halloween adults who take it too far. If you take it too far, if
There are
if
Christmas
you're
people
fucking
who-
elf, and you gotta like walk in and if you walk in the house and you have to like Christmas carol every night and shit, you'd be like, I'm fucking settled.
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
good, But if it's just like put up the tree and some ornaments and some
I
decorations.
think even
on a
watching
wreath-
a movie every night of like the month, that's like.
that gets going. That gets too much
All
too.
right, all right, yeah.
But you should give it a shot. But if it like anything else in life, if it becomes more stress than good, then don't do it. And if the only reason you're doing it is because like it's the calendar says so, then fuck that. If you're doing it because it makes you happy, or you're doing it because it makes your kids happy, then you got to do it. But if it's just like, well, they tell me that I have to like buy a tree and chop it down and bring it in and do this and that, and I don't really enjoy doing that, fuck it.
It's true.
I've explained this before, and I know this takes some of the fun out of it, but I have my I remember you saying this was a stupid idea, but we all know you're dumb, so I was going to have my Christmas room that just stays decorated, and I just close the door for
for
11
the
months
whole
of the
year.
year. Yeah. Then I just open the door, and I have the room all done.
I'm right on that one.
Why?
Why?
If I have the money and I can spare a room, why?
Because
why?
you don't want
It's
you
like
want
making-
you want
it's
to
like
be
making your bed
surrounded by
every
the
day.
season. You want to go to the season.
Now, fuck that. Fuck that. As a matter of fact, I have the base set, and then every year I can open it up with my key. It's locked the rest of the year. I open it up, and
Shake the Christmas tree.
and then I can decorate even more so. Like if I do want to decorate, I can make it awesome because the base is just taken care
But
of.
that's gonna be a room that's off to the side. You want to walk in and be have Christmas come all over you.
No, it's
You don't
gonna be.
walk
It'll
in.
be a prominent room.
You don't have to go find it. You don't play hide and seek with Christmas. You want to
No,
come in.
I'll have it be
you
a
want
prominent
Christmas-
room, bro.
You want Santa to be waving his big fat cock right in your face.
Are we talking about the same hiding rooms? The same room type of hiding? I definitely want to have one of those too.
Ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Here's a big old Kris Kringle cock.
I love how you thought about saying something else there.
I was
Because there was a
trying to
pause. I was like, you're gonna say cock.
see- yeah, I was trying to think of something other
Yeah,
than cock.
we're gonna land on cocky.
I
Kris Kringle. Yeah, no cock.
I only
Yeah,
know one
cock.
word that starts with a C.
All right, that's enough. Let's get into our interviews. We'll start off with Taylor Tomlinson. She came in a couple weeks ago, tore it down with her interview, and then delivered the greatest answer the internet the world has ever. Oh wait, the world didn't see it. The greatest answer to the internet that the KFC radio team and only the KFC radio team has seen. Taylor is brought to you by.
Oh wait, before you quickly, weekend recommendations for something.
Oh yes,
to watch.
We'll
or
wrap
do
up
this
here.
Weekend.
Weekend recommendations before we get into our interviews for today. Start us off.
I want to go first. Okay, fuck.
This is your fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you had something.
No, I got a bunch. I got all kinds of things I could do.
Okay.
I am gonna go with. This one's a little. It's like 2 weeks old, so I'm gonna stick with it. No, I'm not. I'm skipping it. I'm going with something else. I'm going with the album.
Tell the people what it was.
Well, that was the Silk Sonic album. That's really, really good. This, I've been listening to an album by a artist I've never heard of, and it's called by a man named Ben Platt, and the album is called Reverie, and I really fucking like it. It is
Ben Platt.
Yeah.
Album called Reverie.
It is. It's like, remember Paul Williams?
You don't know who Ben Platt is?
I don't think so.
Ben Platt is in what the fuck's that singing movie?
He's Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah, he's Dear Evan Hansen.
Ben Platt is Dear Evan Hansen?
Yes.
I hate this now.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
So you thought you had like a hidden gem and he's like super popular?
No, I don't think so. Dear Evan Hansen was super popular, and I hated that movie.
Yeah, no, you called that movie like it was though. That is a fucked up plot.
Yeah, it's a terrible. I saw it on Broadway. It's terrible. But okay, well, whatever. This song.
Yeah, he was in Pitch Perfect. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Like he's the roommate, the weird one that does magic.
Oh, I like him, Benji.
Okay. He's.
I've got the magic in me. That guy.
The album reminds me of Paul Williams, the surf music that I liked for I still love. We have to get Paul Williams on the podcast too. He's from Australia, so I think he's been pretty locked down. But he is so fucking. He's just a comedian.
COVID just fucked Australia in the ass. Yeah. They fucked it up so bad. I thought Australia is kind of like, they're like kind of like America. It's like Australia, England, and America. Like kind of. Those guys are idiots. Everyone in Australia is an idiot. They fucked that up so bad. They're like still locked down and dying every day. Yeah. It's like, dude, we're way past that. Fuck.
We're still dying every day. We just don't lock down.
All right. So Ben Platt, Reverie.
Yeah.
You guys got any weekend recommendations? What are the youngins doing? SantaCon. Yeah. Horrible idea. But I used to love it. I used to do one. I caught the very last tail end of SantaCon before it became lame, and there was one called the 12 Bars of Christmas. That was separate. It was like the Saturday before or after, and it was like just a smaller 12-bar crawl, and that was like the most fun I've ever had. And then that got overrun. SantaCon got overrun. It all jumped the shark. But there was like one last year when I was like 25. We all dressed like elves and Santa and shit like that, and it was perfect because it was like the Christmas season mixed with like adult fun, and it wasn't crowded, and we all signed up, and you got different hats and shit. It was amazing. Now I feel like it's not a must do, but if you're young and you can withstand hangovers and crowds and shit, you should do it. It's like, I think it's lame, but I'm lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still fun for the young people.
You're gonna take over the KFC Radio Instagram for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
Don't get arrested.
Yeah.
What do you?
Or if you
got,
do
Jackie?
Instagram it.
Yeah.
Is that Saturday night?
It's Saturday during the day.
Gotcha. Or yeah, day. Because Saturday night I'm going back to that place where I saw the Dirty Circus.
Oh.
But they're doing. I think Zach went last week. Disco night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing disco night. My girl bought a table. All of her friends are in town.
All right, so
I have
you're
to
gonna be
dress up
watching
like
people
that.
fuck on stage again, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Like, what's disco night? They just wear disco clothes.
I think
fuck on stage?
it's just disco. I'm pretty sure it's just
It's
regular.
like
You
we
gotta
just put
dress
on
up, though.
70s music while we like shit on the stage. All right. What do you got, you little freak? You got your kinky little gay.
No kinky gay stuff. Well, I can't guarantee that. I'm going to Comedy Club on Friday.
There you go.
Friday night. Yeah.
That's the number one thing, looking back on living in Manhattan, that I regret not doing. I also kind of regret not doing like big club nights, which like I don't like, but once in a while just bawling out and being like, let's do bottles and drugs and fucking, get tables. But comedy clubs, they're all over the place. They're cheap. They're there. They're available. And you see, like, some of the best entertainment. Think about how popular podcasting has become. And it's all because of funny comics like that. And they're just, like, at your disposal in New York City every fucking night. And some people do it all the time. My crew, we just drank the whole time. It's like, take a night off of blacking out at the same goddamn places and go see some of the funniest fucking comedians like in the world for like $5. Good recommendation. What do you got?
Oh,
You gonna
I'm
hoe it
also
up?
doing SantaCon, I guess.
All right, I gotta ask a question.
That was fucked up.
How
Did you
did
hear that?
weekend
What?
recommendations
What'd he say?
become? What are your
you
weekend
doing?
plans?
Yeah.
I went first. I recommended an album. Okay, I'm doing things this weekend too.
I
Well,
recommend
what you're
going to
gonna
a
do
concert.
is what you recommend.
No, this is for them to do, for the listener to do this
Right,
weekend.
but I'm gonna-
like maybe a movie they haven't heard of.
Well, right, but that's what I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna do it this weekend. Then I'm gonna watch something.
Yeah, what do
So
you
I'm gonna
got?
recommend something to watch.
What
But
do
I'm
you-
gonna watch it.
What? Have
We've
you
never
gonna watch
done
something
this
you haven't
segment.
seen yet?
You're gonna watch something I haven't
You
seen.
recommend
That put me in a
something.
fucking
Recommend
blender.
something you haven't
Oh
seen.
no, yeah. I'll recommend something I have,
Yeah,
I have seen.
This is an album I've listened to, guys.
I got a recommendation.
This is
Okay,
This is
what did you
music
do?
that I'm currently
What did you
enjoying. Guys,
do
like, I might
last-
have fun on Saturday.
What did you do last weekend? How about that?
This is recommendations. This is recommending. This is
Yeah,
leaving a
but
Yelp review on something.
It's like things that you do.
Things that you've done.
Okay, so what
you
did
only
you
recommend
Jackie,
things you've done.
What did you do last weekend?
I don't know.
Assholes. You try and do one thing nice for the listener. Say, hey, here's what people you like to listen to talk. People whose opinions you respect. Here's things they're currently enjoying in the media. And you assholes say SantaCon.
Well, no. Think about it. If I was like, I need a recommendation of something to do, and someone was like, go home and listen to an album, and then I found out that SantaCon was that same day, I would be like, fuck, I wish I did SantaCon instead of listening to the guy from Pitch Perfect's album.
We also never done this. Like, you didn't even explain the rules of the
You're
segment.
just explaining the rules of the segment in the room when everyone is in the room. But this is the thing. Remember how I fucking said how it would be useful for fucking social media? Like, oh, we can have a graphic and see what the best recommendation of the weekend. Oh, it could be a good time to pitch prior things we've done. Like answer the internet and say, hey, Chris and Tommy really did a good job on their internet. Were you in the room when I explained all that, Jackie?
I don't think I would.
That was gonna be my recommendation. Go watch Answer the Internet. And an unbelievable episode. of
Kevin's
Answer the
also
Internet.
watched King Richard. He really liked that. I'm gonna watch it. That's the recommendation I'm gonna take this weekend.
My
Just looking for things to do this weekend. What's going on?
No, this is.
Do you want us to invite you? You can come. Come
No.
to disco night.
I have plans this weekend.
I say, watch King Richard. Watch Answer the Internet with Tommy Pope and Chris O'Connor, and probably one of the best worst. Yeah, some of the best bad TV is Kevin Hart's series on Netflix, True Story. It's so bad, but it's like a limited series. So I think it's like 6 episodes. You'll be hooked and be like, it's so bad, but worth the watch. I'm not saying it's good. I want people coming back. Your recommendation, it's bad.
Recommendations.
It's bad. But you'll be like, I gotta fucking watch to the end. It's ridiculous. It is absurd what happens in that movie. It's got Wesley Snipes in it. Just put it that way. I mean, there are parts of that movie that might be the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. But watch it, and tell us what you're doing this weekend. Tweet at us with what your plans are. Interview time.
Zach steps up to the mic. You guys heard of stand-up comedy?
That's a good recommendation. Interview time with Taylor Tomlinson. It's brought to you by Upstart. Upstart is the fast and easy way to put all your debt into a personal loan, all online, so you can consolidate all the money you owe, get out from all of that debt, whether we're talking about credit card debt or high interest rate debt, or if you got a big expense coming up, you got to pay for Christmas presents, you got to pay off Christmas presents. You can use Upstart to put all of that into one easy payment per month by getting you a personal loan anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000 in as little as one business day after your application. It's more than just your credit score. They know that you have a good job, a source of income, it's not just one score that determines how much money you can get and how fast you can get that money. So go to upstart.com and check that out today. It does not affect your credit. It's not a negative in any way, and you can find out how to lower your monthly payments today at upstart.com/KFC. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided at your loan application. With just a 5-minute online rate check, you can find out how to get out from some of that crippling debt or fund your way through the holiday. It's upstart.com/KFC. It's marinating in his tongue.
You're trying to get it down right now?
Please drink.
Oh
drink
my
water.
God.
Got it.
That was repugnant. That was.
There's only one door out of this.
Where
am I?
This is what Heather did.
This is
exactly what Heather was
I was
doing.
like, I'm cool. I can hang. And I was like, no, I can't.
This is right now. I feel like, dude, you're scaring the chicks. You're ruining the party. The girls are grossed out, man. Fuck.
I know.
Damn
it's like
it.
the guy who comes up and you're like, you want to go back to my place? And your friend's like, I can make my belly button talk.
Not now, dude. Later. I want to see the belly button talk, but not now.
From New York to California.
Oh shit!
From
You drive
New
it?
York,
You would drive
I
it?
was a truck assistant.
But still, you're making the drive.
Yeah, I'm making a drive.
Oh.
I'm sleeping on the bunk in the back and shit.
shit.
Like I was fucking brushing my teeth in the washing station, like truck life.
That's
like
wild.
I was on that shit.
You get lot lizards?
Is that reference? Because I'm thinking of an actual lizard. I seen
No.
one.
We're talking about whores.
Yeah, we were going through Arizona one time. It was crazy.
talking
Big
about
motherfucker.
whores.
Yeah,
in the
it was
parking
like
lot.
that. I was in like Missouri and there was a big ass lizard on the lot. Freaked me the fuck out.
All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers.
Please.
We got to get to 100,000. I want that
Please, sir, can you
100,000
buy these
plaque.
subscribers?
We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe. Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get Polly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.